I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought?
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. What's up, guys? Trying to get back into shape? Yes! Guys, this arm is all healed up. And yeah, man, I'm pretty happy. Like, this shirt used to be so loose on me. Now it's actually tighter on me. Look at the arms. Look at the arms, baby. Yeah! Let's go. Hit, hips, cats, cat, 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 hook, hips, cat, cat, hook, yes, hit, yes. Achoo. Let's go. Guys, you have just entered. Oh, man, I was about to steal a play out of Obi's book, boy. You have now entered the chosen zone. All right, I feel good. Obi, man, you gotta get back on the horse with the chosen zone. So I've been missing Fridays. I'm not sure if you're keeping up with it, but that used to be epic. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, he did me. Yes, 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 yes. Woo, man, these hands. You know what actually was funny is I'm really bad with my hands. Like, I see where I'm supposed to hit. Hits. Hit. Hit. But I'm not good at like putting them to use. Like when I used to do martial arts, I was bad at actually hitting. My arms are too small, but my kicks, man, I was so fast. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm the Cowboy, King of Entertainment, and I'm back with another live stream, and it's gonna be nothing less than epic. And that's for one reason and one reason only, and you guys know why? Because I'm a cowboy! And now your mama knows. All right. So I fed the fish earlier. I got all the lights on. Guys, I think we're ready for a show. Now, if you're new to the channel, just know I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and I do it all. Guys, from vlogging, the podcast, the gaming, the talk shows, the movie reviews, the product reviews. Guys, you come to this channel, go to the homepage, scroll down, and you'll see all the different type of content I have. Just over the weekend, my wife and I, we went and had African food, and it was delicious. So go check out the video. You'll see that. And I got a bunch more stuff coming. I got a product review. Rune is holding me to it. I will put out my product review tonight. Trust me. It's also going to be a little bit of laughs in it as well. So, yes, yeah. Guys, let's get this thing started. I know my man F-Cat is in the back, just clamoring to get up on here. Yes. So let's do it. So I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair. And we're going to get into the show. Also, tomorrow, make sure you check out the channel. 5:30 p.m. Eastern, as usual, because my guy, none other than Jeremy Lacuna, a.k.a. Energy Crisis. I will be interviewing him tomorrow. That's right, the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and I'm bringing back reviews. So he will be the first review of 2024. And yeah, it's going to be definitely epic. I want to check that out. He used to be a wrestler. So we're going to learn all about him and him as a gamer and, you know, all this good stuff. So it should be dope. Should be epic. I was on the phone with him the other day, and he's a pretty interesting guy. So he got a lot of stories, and we're going to get into it. So anyway, with that being said, let me see who is in the building. F-Cat, all-purpose champions and non-purpose champions matter. Tell him again, F-Cat. Tell him again, F-Cat. Right. So what F-Cat is talking about, starting now, if you don't have a channel member, you're out of here. You will not be able to watch this channel if you don't have a channel membership. And what's that, you ask? Ho, ho. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special. The And Now Your Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions. And what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month. And with $2.99 a month, you will get virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout-outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys, I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush out and become And now your mama knows all-purpose champion. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And now. Hey. And listen, starting right now, if you're not an all-purpose champion, you will not be able to watch the product. I don't care. Cry, complain to your mom. I'm giving you guys 2 seconds to get yourself a channel membership or you ain't watching nothing. I'm closing it out from the public. Nobody will be able to watch this content unless you're paying for this content. And if you got a problem with that, tell them, Chucky.
Man the fuck up.
All right. Oh, I'm just playing. That was a joke. I would never do that. I don't believe in having a payment plan that you could only see this stuff. What I like to do is let you guys see my vlogs. The people who have a membership to be able to see the vlogs a day early before anybody else. But it's just one day. It's 24 hours. But I'm just playing around. It's a joke, inside joke. So FCAT, trying to be funny, and I want to go along with it. But yeah, I would never do that. It is pretty funny. But listen, I'm not getting on the people who do that. Listen, if you built up your channel to the point where you got so many members and you feel like, you know what, certain days is only for the members, who am I to say that? Fair enough. All right, can TPG not console war for once? That's probably not going to happen. All right, Rain, what is going on? Thanks for popping in, Rain. And Rain said, I will be here for that. Let's see. I'm in Yo City. My man, Ron Slusher, is in Yo City. FCAT is cracking up. He said I got scared. Nah, man, I would never do that, man. It was just an inside joke. But with that being said, guys, you know how this is, man. I love everybody to be a part of everything. And so anybody who wants to join and be on the show, be on the panel, just click the link I'm about to drop. You guys could jump in here. You could do this. You don't even have to show your face. It doesn't matter. I welcome everybody to be a part of the fun, the nonsense, the craziness, and I welcome anyone to bring up topics. So if you guys are in the chat and you actually got something you want us to talk about, well, today we'll be talking about gaming. I think I'm going to move my reality talk show is going to move to Thursday because tomorrow I have the interview. Now, if the interview don't go that long, then I'll actually end it, or I'll let people join, or I'll figure it out. But we'll see. So today we're talking about all gaming. You guys got a topic you want to add? So that's what FCAT does. FCAT comes on the show and he brings a plethora of stuff to talk about. So I just want you guys to know, anything crazy happens, we're all blaming FCAT. All right? Now, with that being said, if you guys want to join in, do what FCAT does. FCAT comes on here with this is FCAT. FCAT hit me up, right? Oh, let me show you FCAT. FCAT be like, yo, I got a bunch of topics. Oh, I got a bunch of topics. So let me get through it. I got a bunch of topics. That's FCAT. So, guys, if you got topics, you want to talk about them, I love everybody to be a part of this. I kind of tell people it's not really just my channel. This is more of a community channel. So I like everybody to be a part of it. We all to laugh, joke, have fun. And then also when things go crazy, I got somebody to blame. So I like to throw blame on FCAT whenever we get in the console wars. It's all his fault. But anyway, with that being said, here is the link to join the show. Bam. So, guys, jump on in. That is the link to join the show. I'll pin it. Okay, I was looking like, where did it go? It took a while to pop up. All right, let me pin this to the top. So if anybody join. All right, let me see. My man just popped up in here. None other than Mr. Urban World, Mr. Show Recommended, don't miss. He said, can TPG get 4K PSVR 2 gaming for $20 a month? Probably not. Mr. Urban World recommended a new show called Delete on Netflix. I watched the first 2 episodes last night, was very impressed with it. It was pretty good, kept me intrigued, and I want to see more. So I want to definitely give credit where credit is due. That's the type of guy I am. So Mr. Urban World, you, sir, are nothing less than epic because you've always recommended it. You have yet to recommend a show to me that I didn't like. So let's give it up for my man, F-Cat. Sorry, I meant Mr. Urban World. But we're still giving it up for F-Cat because he will be on the show bringing a bunch of topics as usual. So I never understood members only. Seems like any way to squeeze money out of y'all viewers. Yes, crazy. You know what's crazy is I was weird, and I was weird about the whole even making money. If you guys, most of you guys know, I did YouTube for 9 years. Never even crossed my mind to make money. It just was fun, something fun I did. And then I met Josh Ware, and he said, "Bro, how do you not making money?" And I was like, "I don't care about making money on YouTube. This is just stuff I do for my kids and myself." He was like, "Dude, you got so many videos. Like these videos could." Over time, it's just going to keep making money. It's like snowball. I'm like, so he had to go on and on with me like, bro, you're stupid if you don't do it. He said, dude, give yourself a year, at least give yourself 1 year to try to be monetized. I said, all right, fine. I'll take the challenge. So I did it in a year and 30 days. And that was about 4 years ago. And, you know, it is cool. I will say this, like, you know, when you do something that you was going to do anyway, but you can make money on it. It's kind of cool, right? Like, I was already doing this anyway. I just love to get in front of the camera, act stupid, throwing punches and kicks and acting wild. So it is cool that it's not that you know, nobody could have to be a part of the membership. That doesn't matter to me. Like when people said, dude, you monetize, you got a membership. So why would I have a membership for? Like people just watching the watch. But what's cool for me is that's why I created that thing where no other channel is doing this. So anybody who's a member, I make you a custom thank you video. And if you have a channel or you sell dog products or whatever it is you do, I take that and I add it as like your personal own advertisement. So at the end of the day, if my channel ever becomes big, imagine you sharing the video, the custom video I made for you. That'd be kind of dope. So that's my way of thanking people. And I know I'm backed up, but I'm gonna get to all the videos. All right. So Rain said, I'm ready for the energy interview. Yeah, man, it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to have energy on. That dude has came into my life some months ago, and we got really close, man. And I can't wait to meet him. When I move to Florida, I'll be a few hours away from him. I've never been to Mississippi. He lives in Mississippi, so I'm looking forward to meeting him in person. You guys know me. I'll make a vlog about it. It's gonna be cool. I was talking to him and his wife. Me and my wife was talking to him and his wife over the weekend, and they were saying that different restaurants they want to take us to. So I'm looking forward to it. Let me see. TPG told me to drop the link. Darth Kermit, inflation is up. Times are hard. Give up the credit card. Here's the link for you guys to join. Rain said, what do you need for it? I hate autocorrect. I hate autocorrect as well. So what do I need for what? I'm always a little slow, Rain. When I'm finally catching up to the chat. These nuts. Let me see. Why can't I recommend bad TV shows? I don't know, bro. You've been on point. Redfall coming to PS5. Never got a thanks video. You know, Lion, your video is coming. However, Lion, no one I know has got gifted a membership as many times as you. At one point in time, I wanted to not make videos for gifted members because I feel like people do that just to make me have extra work. They're not even doing it to give members the opportunity to become a member. They're doing it just to make me have a hard time. Because I put my blood, sweat, and tear into these thank you videos. Actually, I recorded about 7 about a month ago. I still got 2 more on that list to actually make. So I'll be making them soon. But don't worry, I'm getting down the line. You guys know me when I make these videos. I get really into them, man. But also, if you guys want to see these videos, before I bring the boys in, hold on real quick. Before I bring the boys in, what I did is I took the liberty, and it took a couple hours the other day, but I updated all the thumbnails on the thank you videos. So I made them like their own little special thing. So now all you guys got to do is go to the channel, right? Now I put them at the top, and I realized nobody was watching them. So what I did is if you go to the video, you go to the page, you scroll down, you always see what's live. Then you'll see this new thing they added for you, which I think is cool. They just put random stuff up for people to watch of my content. I think it's cool. You go under that. It's got upcoming live streams. So tomorrow is the interview, Keeping It Real with the Cowboy, who is Jeremy Lacuna, a.k.a. Energy Crisis. Then under that is popular videos. So guys, yes, one of my videos hit 100,000. I can't believe that. I just made that video 3 years ago about an Ethernet cable. Who would have thought? I didn't make it to, you know, but my reviews do really good. Like the review for this car heater, people keep watching. The review for the mainline cleaner, people keep watching. The review for my treadmill, you know, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, So you see the video game podcast. So these are the video game podcasts. These are the reality talk shows. These are the wrestling league on Wednesdays. I do the We Wrestle Wednesdays wrestling league. And then I got the gaming videos. So when I just make videos about gaming, they're right there. And then gaming live stream. So whenever I stream a game, they pop up. They'll be right here in this playlist. And guys, also a cool thing about me streaming is I love GameFly. And so the thing is, I will GameFly or rent any game. So if you guys have a game, you're like, I don't know if I want to buy that game, but I want to see gameplay, let me know. I'll put it on my GameFly list. I'll GameFly it. And what I do is I do a first impression video for every game I GameFly, meaning I play it for a couple hours. I give it a score from 1 to 10. How likely am I to play it again? 1 is I'll never play it again. 10 is this is the very next game I'll play. And I'll tell you how much I like the game. So you could use me as a test dummy to actually check out some games that you may want to play, but you just don't want to spend the money on. Then if you look at my reviews, guys, I'm doing everything. I just did a review on the movie Night Swim. I go to the movies almost once a week, and every time I go see a movie, I make a review right after it. I always see movies the same week they come out. I'm on movies like that. But I do product reviews as well, movie reviews, so check it out. I got so many reviews on so many different things in movies. It's crazy. And then you see the vlogs. Again, I just went to a place to eat. When my wife and I went to try African food, it's on there. You can see my New Year's. The thing with me is I'm the most authentic person on YouTube, because if I say something, chances are there's a 99% chance I got a video of it if I'm talking about it. I record my whole life, every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, my honeymoon in Mexico. My wife and I were swimming with sharks. It's all been on this channel since 2011. So guys, just scroll through this, blah, blah, blah. Now, I used to make shorts. I don't really make shorts that much, but I had a funny series called Dog Pump. It was just people getting pretty much messed up. I ain't gonna lie. I got, I got a kick out of people, getting hurt. And I have a bunch of videos of people falling and things breaking and cars crashing. And then in between, there'd be the little dog going, So anyway, check out Dog Pump videos. I think I made like 30 something of them. So maybe I'll get back to them. But anyway, they're all here. And then if you go all the way to the bottom, you'll see the custom channel memberships. And guys, here they are. So you could click on this and you can see all the different members I did. So look, you'll see everybody's face. I took the liberty to make a new custom thumbnail for everybody. And check it out. So yeah, and I think I got like 27 I did. So yeah, they're all short. They're usually around 2 minutes. Some are under 2 minutes. The longest one I think is 5 minutes. So these are a bunch of people you will know. I put a lot of love into these videos. A cool little video. I showed a moment when they actually became a member. So it's a lot of work because I actually saved that moment. Then I go back. I gotta find it. I gotta sift through the video and find when it actually happened and clip it and add it, and I do my magic. But yeah, so check it out, guys. But with that being said, let me finally pull up FCAT, who's been patiently waiting. Hold on, wait. Before I do that, let me just read the rest of this. I need to gift more members, guys. Hey, listen. I don't mind you gifting, but bro, give me a break, man. Give me a break. Let me see. Mississippi is decent. Not a lot of fun places, in my opinion, but our restaurants are good here. Also, what do you need to join the show? Oh. To join the show, you click on the link that I added. This right here. You could join a show on your phone. You could join the show on a podcast. It could be Android. It could be Apple. It could be a computer. And when you come on, it's just going to ask you to give permission to use your camera. And your audio, and that's it. Yeah, jump in here, be a part of the show. Rain. Rune said D's nuts. Why can't I recommend bad shows? Redfall coming to PS5. Never got a thank you video. Makers in the building. Let me see. GFN event was a waste of time. Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear about that, guys. How was Quantum Break? You mean Quantum Error? Let's give some members. Let's go. Let me see. Sancho said GFN is cool, mister. It's sold out. Sanchez, your thank you video was cool because you recommended that we do a video on our fish, my white fish at the time. And now I got my own fish. This is wild. The event was pointless. Let me see. Fun fact: Black Panther don't exist. Only black jaguars and leopards exist. Please do not make me type that again. We won't. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna bring in none other than my guy, F the Cat, my right hand man, who always got the topics that'll make you drop it, and everybody be like, F Cat, no, please stop it. Let's go. Cat.
Yo.
Yo, F Cat. First things first, bro. I want to thank you for pretty much coercing me to play Quantum Era because I'm actually enjoying it. Like so last night it was crazy. I wanted to play it over the weekend, and I'm sitting there with my wife, and I was like, well, I could play it on the portal, but honestly, I kind of want to stream it. I feel like, I don't know, I might want to stream the whole game, like, because I don't know, I like it. So I was looking up how long is it. They said it's about 20 hours, and I was like, I mean, I've been playing for a good little bit of time. I mean, so man, I just want to say thank you for getting me to check out Quantum Era. It's getting better and better, and I get it. I get what the critics are saying. I'm not saying it's a great game. I'm just saying that I'm enjoying what the time I'm playing with the game, and I don't want nobody to be like, oh, there he goes saying bad games are good. I'm not saying it's a great, amazing game. I'm just saying that I'm enjoying my time with the game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I said. As soon as you get past the beginning parts, like, and it starts picking up. But yeah, if you want to bring it back, you can, because I mean, you beat the first boss. That's good in my book. So I mean, if you want to try to beat it,
this is what hooked me. When they was like, oh, the three, it reminded me of Metal Gear. Remember, like Metal Gear, they always like build up a certain boss. So it was like they was like, oh, there's 3 enemies, and the last one we don't understand his powers. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, because now it makes me want to face all 3 enemies, you know, the main guys. So I don't know, I'm gonna play it again, but now I'm like, I want to stream when I play it. I mean, I could probably get further if I don't stream it, because I could just sit back and play it in bed when I'm chilling with my wife, but I kind of want to do it on camera. Anyway, but thanks for jumping in, F-Cat. I know you got some hard-hitting stuff we're going to get into, as we always do.
Not too much going on in the gaming world, but we got a couple of things.
Okay, well.
A couple of things.
Let me see. All right, just wanted to check my microphone. Hold on. All right, cool. I wanted to make sure the right mic was connected. All right, so with that being said, let me bring in none other than that PlayStation gamer, my man, TPG. Give it up. Bam. TPG, what's up, bro?
Not much. Just chilling. Eating some cookies.
All right, hold on.
Coffee.
TPG, bro. Where's the energy, man? What's going on?
Okay, well, let me try this again. I'm just eating cookies and drinking coffee. How you doing, Cowboy?
Let's go, TPG in the building, drinking cookies, eating coffee. Hey, TPG, man, I don't know if you've seen in the chat, bro, but I game locked. Okay, I game locked Helldivers too. So what game lock is on GameFly. That's where you lock the game, and then they guarantee to send it out for you the beginning of the, when that game comes out. Usually they send it out the day before the game comes out, so you get it out a couple of days after the game actually comes out.
For that game, I don't I'm waiting till they reveal the minimum requirements for PC.
Okay.
From what
I didn't know
QVD pulled up on Google, he said it's pretty low. And I was like, yo, I can get that on PC. I don't want to get it on PlayStation because that game's going to require you to have PS Plus to play it.
Do you have PS Plus?
You want to play it.
Do you have PS Plus?
I have it. It's just I don't want to be tied down to a subscription.
Well, I didn't even know this until recently. Actually, I think it was Cowboy said freaking Discord. Someone pointed out like that thing actually has a battle pass. I did not know that at first. I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a live service game.
You know what's funny? Here's what's funny. Who expected it not to have a battle pass?
It's like I thought it was like a single player only game. But I was like, oh,
you thought? Wait, what?
multiplayer. So
Yeah,
I was like,
I thought Sony was actually going to give us
No.
man, it's
something
a
for a buck.
They came out the gate that was an online only live service game.
that was
Well,
online only
clearly
from the day
TPG needs
one.
to get his ears cleaned out.
Yeah, if they didn't have a battle pass, that's a missed opportunity. But I want to do this. Bam! My guy Dodge Man blessed me with the 10th spot. He said, "What's up, Cowboy? What are we talking about today?" So, you know what? I just been on here running my mouth, laughing, joking, and we actually haven't gotten to any topics yet. So you came in at the right time, Dodge Man. Guys, I want to give it up for my man Dodge Man, always supporting the channel. Dodge Man, Dodge Man, Dodge Man, Dodge Man, Dodge. Okay, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but thanks, Dodge Man. I
Who
appreciate it,
here
man.
actually remembers Exoprimal? That's a better question.
Exoprimal greater than
It's
Quantum Break.
coming
Well,
to GF.
hold on, wait. What game is Quantum Break?
Quantum Break was the
Quantum Break was the
Xbox
Xbox
pseudo
game.
exclusive.
With Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman. It was directed by the game was made by Remedy.
Yeah, it was made by Remedy. With the slow motion stuff, and you got a gun.
Okay. It was the game before Control.
Oh, so it came out before Control.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I guess.
Exoprimal was pretty cool, but it's like, you know, it's basically Helldivers 2. For Helldivers 2.
Fair enough. He said Reforged Cowboy.
The
FCAT, you like how
Starship
I
Trooper. The Starship Trooper game extermination game is basically Helldivers 2.
I know that's the thing. Like when you go with that kind of formula for your game, it's not the most original.
Rain said I'm down to join, but I don't know how well my mic and camera will be. Listen, Rain, all you gotta do is try, bro. Click on the link. Come on in. If your camera isn't good, we're just gonna mess with you like we used to mess with FCAT. It's all good, you know.
Dude, man, my first time popping up on this damn podcast, my mic kept cutting in and out.
Yeah, I remember that. And but you were still on here like a trooper, so just jump on in here with us.
Just suck it up and
Lions are still bigger. So we got an argument in the chat: Lions versus Jaguars. I'm gonna leave that to them. Do not compare Quantum to Metal Gear. No. I wasn't comparing. I was saying I was talking about how Metal Gear do a great job on like building up a boss. Like, you know how the boss have his own little name come across the screen. I felt like this was one of them moments. It was one of them cool moments where it was like, boom. They mentioned these three bosses, and they was like, in the last boss, we don't know what his powers are, or blah blah blah. Just finished unlimited. Yo, Obi, I brought you up earlier, Obi. You might have to rewind it back, but I brought it up. I was like, you have now entered the chosen zone. I missed that so much, man. So, I had to do that. But anyway, what's up, Obi? Miss you, bro. I miss our morning talks, man. You know, this new job just ruined it all. Let me see. And Purple Haze coming in here in the building with the 5 spot. She said, what were your feelings on Atlas Fallen? I just checked that out, and it's on the library. Oh, you know it's cool, Purple? So, all right, guys, I'm going to get into the show. Just hold on. I know we got some people in the back waiting to get on. Honestly, I did enjoy my time with Atlas Fallen. However, it wasn't like it gave me a little bit of that Forspoken feeling. The traversal was really cool, and out of any game I played in my life, I was never that high up in a game. Like, you go up on, you'll be on like mountains and could jump off and fall all the way down and you don't die. But the game is okay. Here's the problem. It feels like it's like early PlayStation 2 combat. Like, the combat is so outdated when you're swinging, and it's just like the game. I played and beat the whole game, and I even put in extra hours after I beat the game doing the side quest. But it will feel very dated. The story feels very dated. The graphics aren't bad, but it just feels like a dated game. Now, the traversal is cool. Not many games do it like that, like Forspoken. So that is cool. But it's weird because every time you could do the traversal on sand, every time you hit grass or concrete, then you stop, and it's kind of annoying. And then unlike Forspoken, you can add your traversal in your combat. I could run up to an enemy if Forspoken and jump up in the air and come down and punch the ground or shoot lightning. And in that game, you just kind of like slide around and stop and then attack and then move. So overall, I enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun, but I think a lot of people may not enjoy it as much as I did because feels very outdated, and it might in the first beginning half. Now, if you buy it, then you might be like, hey, I'm gonna play it. But if you rent it from the library, I'm not sure how far you'll get into it unless you give it a fair shake. But I think if you give it a fair shake, you will like it. Let's see. Obi said, Urban, what's up? Oh, snap, it's Purple. That's right. Purple is in the building. Can't mess with her. Let me see. Okay, Cowboy, I can accept that Metal Gear makes bosses epic. They do, though. They do, though. That's one really cool thing about Metal Gear being the most overrated game ever. But yeah, I miss it too. Work been kicking my tail. Yeah, man. My job is so busy I can't do much during actual work times. All right, first time using my laptop for this. All right, so let me get you guys in. So coming in is none other than the maker of chaos, the dastardly individual that makes everything rest in peace. And I got to meet him in person. Coming in is, again, the maker of chaos.
Yeah, how's it going?
Maker, when are you coming back over to this part of the country, man? What's going on?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to work it out.
I'm gonna have to come see you, man.
Yeah. Weren't you planning to come down to like Florida or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not far.
Well, listen, it's 2024. I'm moving to Florida this year. So I'm gonna be down there, and you're in Georgia.
I'm actually going down to Florida in March.
Okay, well, I won't be there,
but you're good.
That's a little too quick for me. But how you been?
Good. Just gaming, working, family stuff with the holidays and keeping me busy.
You reminded me of TPG. Come on, Maker, amp it up a little bit. Tell me how you done killed something. What was the last thing you made? Rest in peace.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I know.
Last thing I said rest in peace for, probably I'll have to say I think I did rest in peace Quest 3 for
Mr. Urban.
Yeah.
All right, well, Urban, rest in peace Quest 3, brought to you by the maker of chaos. All right, guys, we got somebody brand new coming in the building. Is none other than Rain. So let's get some new energy in here. All right, I can't help myself. All right, Rain, let's see how it sounds. Rain, what's up?
Yo, hello, can you hear me?
Okay, hold on. We can hear you a little bit.
Is that working?
Yeah. It's a little low. Hold on, say something again.
Hello?
Okay. Let me see.
Say a little bit more, say like a whole sentence out loud.
How y'all doing today on this fine day?
You got it. There you go. Sound great. Rain, thanks for coming in the building. So, Rain, you know Energy Crisis, right?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Very, very familiar with them.
All right, fair enough. Because I seen you in here, I was like, all right, who is Rain? And then when I mentioned Energy, you was like, yeah, you was waiting for that. I was like, all right, cool. So, guys, if you didn't know,
he recommended me your channel.
Okay, cool, man. I appreciate it. Listen, this channel is like a community channel, man. We just laugh, joke. We just try to have a good time. Sometimes you'll catch us on here arguing, trying to kill each other, but it's just a lot of fun.
No, QB's not in here. I don't have to hurt anyone.
No, community's right now caught in a blizzard.
He's caught in a blizzard. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It's actually storming in Mississippi right now.
Oh, yeah, Cubini is.
Oh,
where's that? But
Rain, you're my next door neighbor.
Oh yeah, he's in Louisiana.
I'm in the NO.
FCAT. I was talking to oh, what's up, man? Oh man, Eric just slid in here and gave me some Reese's, my favorite.
That's my favorite too.
And Energy was saying that when I move to Florida, I shouldn't be that far from you.
Yeah, you won't be that far. I go to Florida every now and then.
Yeah, man. So I gotta come check that out.
Pensacola's only like 3 hour drive.
Everyone.
Hold up, where are you at, TPG?
Washington State,
Damn.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I ain't
way
never
to go.
coming to see
like the
you.
most northwest that you get.
Man. Woo.
Hey
Hey,
man, I'm here with all the game developers. We're sitting here to think of new games to come up with. So when a shitty new game comes out, you blame TPG.
Yo, Sour Blow is in the building. What's up, Sour? So, FCAT, I know I done killed a lot of time by now. What is been on here for 40
You
minutes. We
ready to
didn't talk
pull me
about
up?
one video game, one story.
Ready
But
to
are you
put me
ready?
up? Yeah.
All right, let's pull them up. And yeah, so Rain, man, feel free to join in the conversation. If you got any topics you want to bring up, just let us know, man. We're
all
gonna
right.
cover it all.
So we got a new handheld coming in the game play.
Damn, another new handheld.
Dude, I swear to God, ever since this Steam Deck came out, everyone's
Yeah,
like,
man.
"Hey, let's just make our own."
I've been seeing a lot of those here lately.
My question is this better than the ROG Ally?
Well, hold
I
on, hold on.
don't
Before
know.
we
Is
answer
the
that
ROG
question,
Ally better than the
Has
Steam Deck?
anybody seen the CES on this?
well, hold on, hold on.
No.
Before we answer that question, is the Rogue Ally better than the Legion Go?
Oh yeah,
Oh, it is.
yeah. Like spec wise on paper,
Okay.
You guys hear these names they're
like
coming up with?
spec
I swear
wise
to
on
God, they're trying
paper,
to make a sentence out loud.
ROG
Call it
Ally is like
all.
the strongest handheld.
Okay. So didn't oh, that's crazy. See, in my mind I'm just like, okay, well, whoever comes out next would be more powerful. So I thought the Go was more powerful. Didn't know that.
So this says empowered by Intel Meteor Lake.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, so we didn't get any specs on this?
I haven't heard anything else new on it. Maker, you heard anything about this one?
I'm reading up on it now. Looks like they're going
Well,
to
the
utilize
fact
Intel
it's all
XeSS
that advertisement's all in
technology.
32
Chinese. That's a
gig
warning sign.
memory RAM.
Okay. Hey, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hey, Dodge, man,
OLED.
don't hate on my shirt from Frozen, man. All right.
It's supposed to
Okay,
be
so
able to
it's
run
gonna
stream.
have AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme. So that's
What's up, Michael? Let me ask you guys this. What are you guys' thoughts on these new handhelds? Or anyone? Let me go down the list. FCAT, do you have any of them?
no. I kind of want the ROG Ally, but I hear dealing with the Windows updates and stuff kind of
Okay.
ruins it.
Okay. What about you, TPG?
I don't buy handhelds unless it's a PlayStation Portal, and that's only because like I'm so invested into the PlayStation ecosystem. But
Got
like,
it.
handhelds have never been my thing.
I actually agree. What about you, Maker? You got any of these? You got one of these, right?
I've got a Steam Deck.
That's Steam Deck, right?
Yeah.
That's the only one I would actually want to get out of the bunch. By the way,
I like that they keep iterating and coming out with new ones because competition breeds better devices,
Yeah.
and so I'm just really waiting. Like I've got the Steam Deck, I'm fine for now. I'm gonna wait,
I mean,
find out,
like
wait for the dust to settle and see which one's the best, and then probably pick up one eventually.
yeah, the thing is, like many handheld like PCs have always been in the market. It's
Wait.
just the other ones are like super expensive, like compared to these ones that are getting noticed.
So wait, let me ask you this, Maker. How much better is the new Steam Deck? Because they came out with a new one, right?
The OLED, I didn't get the OLED, but it's supposed to have like a better battery life and like a better
Yeah, that's
screen.
about it.
Oh, but that was it.
Just the screen and the
Yeah,
battery
it's
life.
not
Nothing
hard,
different.
better like internal.
Okay. Yeah, I never really looked into it. What about you, Rain? Are you into any of these new handhelds?
I don't personally have one, but I mean, I would get one if I had the money and stuff.
Mhm.
I like the idea of being able to travel with it, like if I'm away from my house or something.
Yeah, I took it to the mountains year before last, and it was nice to have.
Yeah, I'm kind of like TPG. I never been into handhelds. Only ever owned one handheld, which was the Sega Nomad, and I only owned that because it was an actual Sega Genesis, portable Sega Genesis. I never got into having to buy the same game twice. Meaning, remember when you had like a Nintendo and then you had to get like the Game Boy, you had to buy the Game Boy version of the same
Yeah.
game you had at home, and same thing with the PSP. So
Well,
these,
this is just handheld PCs.
well, no, these are cool because now you could play your actual games that you bought once and still play it on the same device because you could download it again. So that is pretty cool.
A lot
Right.
cheaper.
The best thing about these is they're streamlined specifically for gaming and designed for that. Whereas like in the previous iterations, most of those were not geared towards gaming. It was more like you could get it to game. It just wasn't, the best.
Right. That's cool. Any of you guys in the chat, let me know if you're into any of these handhelds. I know Obi got a PlayStation Portal, but to make it fair, PlayStation Portal is only a remote player device, so it's not like you can.
Yeah, it's not like an actual handheld.
Correct.
Handheld.
Yeah, so it's not really the same thing as these devices. So
I mean,
You ready to
like,
move
come
on?
on, who hasn't had a Game Boy at some point? I mean, come on.
I never had a Game Boy. Never.
What?
Yeah.
Cowboy.
I never.
ready
I
to move on?
only ever owned a Sega Nomad.
Wait, you never had a Game Boy? You're crazy.
Never had a Game Boy, never had a PSP, never had a Vita. One of my daughter's boyfriends let me have his Vita because that's when I was super into Destiny. He was like, "Oh, you can do remote play," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wait, I could play this at my job because the old job at the time I had so much downtime. It was so terrible and laggy. I was like, man, take this thing back." I gave it
I
back.
had a PSP, a Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo DS, a Vita, and my first ever console I bought myself was a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Red, I think.
Okay. So wait, I got a question for another person that's coming in the building, and it's none other than the guy that gets really sour if you smell.
Oh no, this guy.
It didn't come out so good, but it's none other than Sour Blow.
Hey, how you doing?
Low in the sour.
How you doing, Cowboy? Long time no see.
No. I'm mad at you, bro.
Where you been
You
at?
came to Jersey. We could have linked up, but no, you couldn't change your plans so it could work.
Yeah, I was busy that weekend because
I know, same thing.
we had birthday party and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, it sucks.
yeah.
The day you were free, we had that party on your free day, and then you had the party. Yeah, it just didn't work.
Yeah,
But,
it did, yeah.
yeah. We'll get another chance, man. But it was cool, man. I was gonna meet up with Sour Blow, guys, so that was gonna be cool. But what's up, man? How you doing? What's your thoughts on these handhelds, man?
Well, I actually have one myself. Actually, let me put the camera real quick, just to show it.
Do we have to see
What you
your
got,
face?
the Ally?
He's got a Nintendo Switch.
He's got to have the Ally because the Ally,
Wait, why is it not?
promotes Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the Ally, but not because of that. Who cares about if it promotes Xbox or not? Whatever. But anyway, I have the ROG Ally. The reason why I have it is because I wanted Windows on it.
Okay.
Because I wanted even though with the Steam Deck you actually can put Windows on it, but I just felt the ROG was more powerful, and
Right.
also I wanted to do more things with it.
Makes
Currently,
sense.
right now, I have it. I use Game Pass. I got Steam installed, so I play my games from Steam. I also play from Epic Games, which if you don't have an Epic Game account, I strongly suggest get an account, even if you don't have a PC.
Yeah,
There's free games.
You talking
I
to
know
the
you
wrong
was trying-
person
you was
up
trying to
here.
hustle that
You
to
see
me.
this guy above me? You talking to the wrong person. He won't even claim one free game from.
Well, free is free. You never know. You never know.
He was trying to hustle
There are
me.
some decent free games.
Like, yeah, they give some some pretty good
Okay,
ones.
here's my problem. I'm gonna explain to you, right? And I know, and Sour Blow actually told me this. This was like a week ago. Sour Blow was like, "Bro, make sure you get the Epic." I was like, "Nah." Here's my problem. I'm not gonna lie to you. This little thing right here, man. The thing is, usually if I want to get a game, okay, I look at games like this. It's two type of games. It's games I just know I gotta buy, and I'm buying it day one. Like that's me. If I buy a game, it's usually day one. Or is a game I just wanted to try to see if I like it, and I would play it with get it with GameFly. If I like it that much, I'll beat it with GameFly. And if I want to own it, it's no rush to own it, so I'll put it on the back burner. Same thing I did with when I bought Forspoken. I bought it almost a year later, and same thing with what is it called again? The horror game. That I really liked it. The new Dead Space, new version of Dead.
And your gaming
Callisto
laptop
Protocol.
is only for streaming.
Yeah, thank you. The Callisto Protocol. So I like that game so much, but I played and beat it. It was no rush. So the problem is when you got like Epic and all this stuff, one, I'm not a PC guy. So that's just number one. And then two, by the time they add these free games on Epic, I'm like, bro, I already played and beat it if I really wanted it. You know, so it just really has no value for me. But
I'm just going to say that a lot of the games that they do give out, most of the time I have already played them.
right.
However, I mean, what's free is free. Like it doesn't hurt. And
No,
there has been
here's the
a
thing.
couple that I have kind of like I was
Okay.
interested in playing, but I didn't want to purchase them.
Right.
And they came at a right moment, so I got them, and I was fortunate to play it. So
And you know
I
what,
would
Sour?
say it doesn't hurt to have an account, and once you have the account, you have it there. It's just a matter of going, claiming it,
Sour.
and it.
Sour. Had you had GameFly, you already played that game that you thought you might have liked. Just saying.
Yeah, but not everyone want to pay for all these subscriptions.
That's true.
Service.
So just pay for a GameFly.
Yeah, it's
That's
an
what
option.
you need.
Or what?
One subscription to rule them all.
But anyway, yeah.
I think different people like different things, you know.
No, that's true.
Yeah. But in terms of like handhelds,
Right.
I think for especially like for me as a as a husband and a parent,
Right.
I have fell in love with the ROG Ally because the fact that a lot of the times, sometimes I want to spend time with the kids, but I also want to game. And when you work and do different stuff, it's hard to find that time. And with the ROG Ally, I have been able to find more time to to play. So yeah.
No, you know what's
Word.
when I got the PlayStation Portal, I was playing games more than I was before because my wife, right, when we spend time, sometimes we're just laying there in bed. She might be on TikTok, but she just want me to be there. And so it's like my PlayStation is all the way back here, the Cowboy Epic Entertainment Studio. And so it's like she don't want me to like her thing is like, look, you could stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the weekends is mine. So it's like, man, I can't play my games. I'm not streaming. Like early in the morning, she might just be still asleep. But as soon as I get up and try to sneak out the bed, where are you going? I'm like, oh, but I'm just laying there with the Portal playing the video game. So
yeah,
man, handhelds come in handy.
You gotta lean off the side of the bed playing the Portal, like
I do.
Honey, how you doing?
Listen, man.
Oh, and to FCAT real quick, that he said he was kind of like scared of the whole like updating.
Yeah.
The ROG, at least the ROG Ally, and I assume that the Steam Deck is pretty easy to do also. They have it where it's basically like an app, and when you do like the update, it kind of does it automatically. There's not a lot of like really like tinkering. Like I build computers and I do a bunch of stuff with them. I overclock them, except like you don't have to bother with
I
all
just
that
heard
stuff.
that
It's
like when
pretty
you
simple.
do Windows update, like every single time it's slow as hell.
I mean, like it'll
Yeah.
slow the system down sometimes, but
Right.
while it's doing it, but you're gonna be maybe out like 10, 15 tops usually.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
and it's only when you do it. Personally, me, I don't like as soon as there's an update, I never do it right away
Has
because
the
you never know. I at least wait like a week or so before I update
has
to
the
the new
dock
update.
for it come out yet? Because I know nobody gotten their hands on that dock yet.
The duck.
That I don't know.
I mean, I think you can just use a regular USB-C dock and it should work fine.
Oh no, I want the ROG Ally version because that one supposedly you can get up to 4080 graphics or whatever.
Oh, that
Are
I
you
don't
talking
know.
about combining with the external GPU?
That's wild. Also want to let you guys know if you guys got any stories or anything you want me to pull up, if you Rain, I know you're new to this platform. If you look, there's a private chat. If you got something you want to bring up, you could just put a link in the private chat, and then you could just
I,
let me know, and I'll pull it
We
up.
ready
Like,
to move
I was looking at
on.
that earlier.
yeah. So, all right. Well,
So,
let's go on.
so we'll go on from
Okay.
handhelds to cloud gaming news,
Okay,
guys.
and we got some people in the chat that's talking about cloud gaming. Cloudbuster says G-Sync and cloud would be good, as well as
We'll
reflex
get to
mode
that.
in
We'll get
50
to that
and
cloud.
120. All right.
But first, Samsung will come out with their own cloud only controller to control Samsung gaming hub.
Right. That looks just like an Xbox controller.
Yeah, just like an Xbox controller.
It
That
sounds
was
like a
like no
Stadia
different
controller.
That does look like an Xbox controller.
This sounds like
Instead
a
of the
Stadia
Xbox symbol on it,
controller.
it's the Samsung.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's
Now
just
my
an
question
Xbox.
is, does this have Bluetooth or is it just specifically
Oh,
designed for
cloud.
this one thing?
No,
Here, no, I think you're missing the most important question of all. Does it require AA batteries?
Oh,
No,
no,
I'm worried if this thing can only work on Samsung gaming hub.
I can already tell you
Well,
now.
'cause
Someone's
It
remember
says
this.
it says right there. It. Oh. Never mind. That was talking about most the hub
It
working with
says
standard.
all,
yeah, but
I
here's the
mean,
thing.
Game
Why would
If
it
someone
bother
could
you if
correct
it's
me if
only
I'm
work
wrong,
for the
though.
hub?
Didn't
Because
that's
Samsung?
basically a Stadia controller, cowboy.
yeah, but the thing is, that's what it's made
Game
for.
Pass.
Why would the makers of this product have to make their product work on other devices? Right? They want you to
That's
buy
the
it for their
point.
device.
I mean,
I mean, we can find out if we just keep looking.
there's going to be people who are going to be able, even if it doesn't work on like different consoles, they're going to be able to do it anyways. There's
Oh, you
smart
know,
enough people.
Let's just make this clear. If you have the money to go get a controller, just go get an Xbox controller. If you want it that bad, it's the better controller, better put together.
Yeah, I would say this, Cowboy. If they want to get into like
Look.
gaming, the hub is new, so not a lot of people are gonna like really like feel comfortable investing. So they should at least make it like not only connect to the hub, connect to other Samsung TV, maybe via Bluetooth connect to your phone and PC. Like I don't expect them, to connect to like an
thing is
Xbox,
that
to a PlayStation or a
I think it's
Switch,
Bluetooth.
but at least the most
Is
common.
is the Samsung gaming hub even good with the cloud gaming stuff? Because some
Who knows?
applications sometimes
See, that's
it's
the
a
funny thing is
little
they went
iffy.
out of their way to do that. I'm like, I've heard
Like if
no
it's
one
not
use
native,
Isn't it
well,
relatively
their
new?
thing's native, but the apps themselves aren't native.
what they probably should do is just make it come with a TV. So have the new TV come with. No,
Here's
listen.
the controller if you're freezing your television.
No,
Free
like,
controller with your TV.
yeah, right. Like make it come with Samsung TVs that already got the gaming hub on it.
So yeah, you
like
see
that.
down here it comes with XCloud, GeForce Now, Luna,
I agree
Boosteroid,
with
Blacknut, a
Cowboy.
Omega, and Antstream Arcade.
They should make it come with the TV.
Yeah, like
What's the price range of the controller? I didn't see it.
It's $50 for the controller. I just looked it up.
Oh,
That's not
whoa,
too
whoa,
I mean-
bad for a controller.
guys, hold on. Is it Lion's birthday today? He said, "I'm out, fellas. I'm out to my birthday dinner." Whoa, is it
Happy
Lion's
birthday.
Well, you might be
birthday?
celebrating his
birthday, Lion.
birthday early as well. So
Man, well, you know what? Hold on,
I'm gonna
guys.
have to dip here in a little bit too.
Let's kick this thing off. Happy birthday to you. All right, that's enough.
Happy birthday.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
see that
Bum outta
song
here.
because of copyright.
Get that bum out of here.
Is it actually copyrighted?
Wait, there's copyright on it. Damn.
No, I know this for a fact. I went to a BF Chains once for my freaking birthday, and we're like, "Hey, do you guys do the happy birthday song?" They're like, "We actually don't, because this is directly from the waiter herself. We're afraid that a lawyer will hear it and try to sue us."
She
I was
probably
like, "What?"
Well, there's our answer right
Hold
there
up.
on the screen. Cloud
It's
gaming
Bluetooth.
expert Purple Haze says Samsung gaming hub is horrible. I will take
It's
her
horrible.
advice on that.
Yeah, I will too.
I've heard mixed stuff. I've heard it's good and I've heard it's bad.
I mean, I got my PlayStation. I'm fine with what I have right now.
Exactly.
But I hear that about anything cloud related. You know,
Yeah.
like someone said, "Oh, Stadia sucks for me. Oh, Stadia works
I
great
will
for
say
me."
this:
You know?
the streaming on PlayStation has gone so much better. Like,
It has,
mm,
but I mean, it also kind of depends on your internet
it
too.
also kind of makes me
Wait.
realize
Or
that
when
some of
you
these
guys
games
say the
have shitty
streaming on
controls.
PlayStation, are you referring to the streaming from the PlayStation? Like, what are you referring to?
The PlayStation
Multiplayer?
Plus, where like, okay,
Yeah.
if you have a game, you're allowed to stream it right there. So
Okay,
instead of
got
waiting
you,
for
got
it to download.
I got you. Okay,
I
yeah.
haven't used it on the console, but on PC, it works
Although,
pretty well for me.
piece of advice
Yeah.
to everyone who wants to do it that way: make sure your console's hardwired,
Got to. Yeah.
like landline.
I did.
So
I played Destiny, and it was so smooth. I was playing it for a while, and I forgot I was playing it on the cloud. But again, like you said, like when I play my Portal, when I don't have it wired, I instantly notice a difference. Like it's like
Yeah, gotta
it's
take
not
a dip.
cool. I don't know if the PlayStation's just bad at Wi-Fi, but it instantly wasn't good. But when I wired it, it's like almost flawless. So
I think it's bad at Wi-Fi in my opinion. Oh shoot.
So next up, guys, we gotta get into the disappointing news of NVIDIA GeForce Now's announcement at the CES. So NVIDIA GeForce Now is gonna they're releasing something called the Day Pass, where it's like $8 for a day. You can have either priority or ultimate, where you have no wait times.
I see Horizon Forbidden West on the title. What the hell?
For me, that's kind of a ripoff. Just to have no wait times for one day, like that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's a ripoff.
it depends. It depends
Hey,
on the cost. It depends on the cost because I never tried GeForce Now.
$8. $8.
$8. I don't want to be.
it depends.
So
I
wait,
think there's one for
do,
$5 as well
I could pay $8 for the ultimate tier for a day.
per day. Yeah.
See that for me because I never played it, but because I don't want to be invested in a whole month. But you know what? Maybe if I want to, like, you know what? I'm trying GeForce.
It's
Now
better to do the month.
To me, it's if you're not sure or you want to test it out, I think for that price point, it's not too bad because like I think $8, and I think that's like
sure,
like a
for
McDonald's
new
meal,
people.
right?
McDonald's
people
meal
already
are more than
in the
$8.
thing and know what's up, like
Another use that I could see of it is if maybe you're having computer issues and you're trying to like run a game or play a game with friends, and you're like, well, let me just buy like a day pass of GeForce so that I can play while my PC's out of commission.
Okay, yeah, I see that definitely.
Yeah, so they also announced that if you own a G-Sync monitor, that GeForce Now will now integrate or work compatible with that, and it'll make from what they say, it'll make it seem like you're directly connected to the NVIDIA GeForce Now servers.
Listen, you got a long-lived technology, man. You know, and want to back up a little bit. Purple said the UI for Samsung Gaming Hub is what she's referring to. That sucks, or it's pretty bad. She said as far as the streaming, it works, but the UI Samsung makes is not great for a great experience. And hopefully
the UI.
building. And also, ISO said PS5 Wi-Fi sucks. So there you go.
It does suck. You just gotta.
So
if you have a LAN cable, you're good.
Yeah. No,
so they said it when you have this on and the reflex feature on, like GeForce Now is supposed to be like smooth as butter.
Well, Wi-Fi said he got a sync
like
monitor.
Practically like it's native, like you're playing natively.
He said it also works on adaptive sync monitors as well.
You can change it with if you got different refresh rates, VRR or whatever.
Game Pass.
They also revealed that they're bringing Overwatch 2, which they deleted at launch. They're bringing Diablo 4. I think that game got deleted at launch too.
Sure, I think
What do you mean by deleted?
Remember when they deleted all the games at launch of GeForce?
Well, Diablo 4 wasn't out, and neither was Overwatch 2.
Well, Overwatch 1 was on there, which became Overwatch 2.
I'll be honest, Overwatch 1 died. They can
yeah,
like
they
second
were-
one
Play
based.
Overwatch.
But yeah, if y'all saw this, they showed the upcoming overworld game from Blizzard. It's called Paxdell or something like that. Looks pretty weird.
What did it look like?
I don't know. It had like bears and stuff, and I was like, what?
Okay.
I didn't hear anything about that.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they
know.
showed the
Anybody got
it was
trailer?
like world premiere of Paxdell, the upcoming
What is it called?
Blizzard game.
Premiere.
Yeah, anybody got trailer? I'll pull it up.
How do you spell it?
Paxdel.
Yeah, I'm not seeing
Pull up a trailer,
anything on that.
Baker, I'll throw it up.
I'm
It
not.
was a part of
Premiere.
I
the
see
thing.
Pax
You probably forget
Day,
about.
which is an MMO.
They also showed for Horizon Forbidden West is gonna have the DLSS3 support.
I see Pax Day, which isn't made by Blizzard. It's from previous developers of Blizzard, but it's a different studio.
I don't know what they showed.
All right, what's the next story?
I found the trailer if you want it.
Be ready to move on, or
Yeah,
you
let's
wanna pull
well,
up
you
the
want
trailer?
to? Should we watch this trailer? Hello, let's
Yeah,
see
you
the
can pull
trailer
up the
for a minute.
trailer.
Are you going to share it, Maker?
Yeah. I'll put it in private momentarily.
While you guys do that, real quick, Cowboy, for your other show, the one you like to bring different stuff.
Yeah.
I seen a few like interesting thing for CES, which is today.
Okay.
I even saw like a hologram person, so check that out when you have time.
Wait. So how much of CES did you watch? A lot?
No, not a lot. No.
Okay, because every year they tease me with a trifold. If Samsung don't make this damn trifold every year, put it out next year, man, I will buy that.
Cowboy, it'll come eventually.
Listen, I don't care. No, I could wait, but I don't care if it's 3 Gs. I will buy that. Like I am interested in a trifold phone. All right. Anyways, here.
At least it's not like iPhone. The same phone comes out each year.
All right, you know what?
But this one has a headphone jack in it, so give us more money.
This one has a better
It's a
camera.
social sandbox MMO inspired by the legends of the medieval era, where myths are real, ghosts exist, and magic is unquestioned. Developed by Mainframe Industries with veterans from CCP Games, Blizzard, and Remedy Entertainment, PAX Day will launch in early access on PC with AI-accelerated DLSS 3 in spring 2024. Here's a peek at never-before-seen gameplay.
These dev made another MMO, right?
It looked like that one game where you think to go all over the world.
Kind of looks like the Viking game. Yeah, I don't remember what it's called, but it kind of looks like that, just set in a different time period.
You guys know the game I'm talking about? Remember the game that was just shown? It's supposed to be like you could go all over the world, like the planet you're on, you could like fly on dragons and swim in the water.
Oh, that's from the people from No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, they say it's supposed to be like
No Man, not No Man's Sky. Something
No.
Fly. It's something like that.
It's
It was one of the big things they announced at the Game Awards.
Yeah, that game looks super ambitious, like super ambitious.
But see, that's kind of the problem with like gaming right now.
Like
It's
Light
like
Your
if you
Fire or
don't,
something
if you're not a big studio
Fire.
or you don't have a big IP behind it, it kind of all starts blending into the background.
As someone who got burned by buying No Man's Sky day one, I'm very hesitant to pick up Light No Fire.
Yeah,
You know,
Dude,
and let me just say this.
Oh my
Maker
God.
of Chaos. Maker of
Yeah.
Chaos. Can I just say something real quick? Had you had GameFly, you would have never got burned. You would have just rented the game and be like, this is trash. You would have sent it back. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be quiet.
Gamefly
Hey, that's not the first game that I got burned on. I mean, I bought Cyberpunk day one, and I bought what was it, Destiny, like day one, and like that was a mess.
You know what?
Okay, well,
I
in the
enjoyed
case of No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk, they eventually got better.
So I
Destiny's
enjoyed
ass no matter
Destiny
what.
because I had a lot of people to play with. So and I wasn't into MMOs, so it was such a learning experience for me with Destiny. It like before when everybody was like, "Oh, they're kind of bored," I was like, "What?" Like it was such mind blowing for me. Like I was just shocked that other people was running around in a game that I didn't know. Because on PC, you guys been used to like I remember when I first played the alpha of Destiny, and I was like, I said to my friend, we were playing co-op, right? And running around, and I seen other people. I was like, they got names over their heads. He was like, yeah. I was like, those are real people. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, wait, how are real people in our game? Because I'm used to consoles where you had to invite somebody to be in your game. He's like, no, this is like PC. People could just run around. I was like, what? I was like, can they see me? He was like, yeah, they can see you. I was like, wait, I could walk up to him? He was like, yeah. I was like, what? He was like, but people don't really help each other. And then a public event happened, and then everybody just stopped and started running to the same thing. I was like, oh, so that blew my mind. So when people like feel like Destiny sucked, for me, Destiny in the beginning, it never got stale because I was so new to that type of chemistry in gaming.
Yeah.
It didn't hold my attention. I heard it got better after Vault of Glass dropped, but you know.
Nah, it held my attention.
Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I hear something about the. I see
I
something.
actually have to
No.
dip. I have to do. So I'm gonna.
Did y'all see about the Christopher
Later.
Judge?
All right.
What happened with Christopher Judge? Did y'all see about that?
Yeah, you're talking
about what happened
at the
with
Game
Activision
Awards.
Blizzard. Yeah.
All right,
That's
let's
just
get into
priceless.
some console wars, guys. Because Samoa Joe, the Samoa Joe, the AEW champion, weighs in on Xbox versus PlayStation debate.
You mean Sweet Tooth?
Sweet Tooth.
Yeah,
Funny part is, I'm just now getting into WWE.
So he says,
2K.
whenever I see Xbox versus PlayStation talk, I sit back and shake my head at people arguing over who gets to extort them for money every month. If only Blockbuster and Hollywood Video could have got their feud right, they might still be around.
Hey man, he's right,
Yeah,
bro.
I
He's
felt
right.
that one.
He's right.
He's totally
Are we
right.
sure that's actually his official account? There's no verification mark next to it or anything.
And you know what's crazy? All I'm gonna say is Hollywood Video and Blockbuster
Cowboy
went out of business, but GameFly is still here. I'm just saying.
Remember, folks, he's not
GameFly.
sponsored. He's just a fan.
GameFly, please sponsor this guy.
I'm just saying. But if you guys want to score a free month of GameFly, go into any of my videos, click on the link, and you guys can get a free month of GameFly on me, or you could get some reduced.
Cowboy, I'm gonna end up flipping this and sending this to GameFly.
I need to actually clarify this. He's King Shark in the upcoming Suicide Squad game.
Who, Samoa Joe?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Yep.
What?
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
That's like Vin Diesel being a Groot. Like, what are you gonna say? I'm Groot.
No. He says more.
No, he talks.
Yeah, he talks. Yeah, me and FCat got to play the beta.
He's actually hilarious.
He has more dialogue in the beta.
Like in the animated movies and stuff. He's pretty funny.
But guys, all jokes aside, I am a GameFly affiliate. I do have links, and you guys can get a free GameFly. You can get a reduced price. So all jokes aside.
But yeah, I 100% agree with what he's saying.
Oh, I agree with him 100%.
Oh, I agree with him.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
but
doesn't
mean my blood still doesn't bleed blue.
I need to get I see all the arguing on TikTok, and I think it's stupid because I mean it does the same thing if you think about it. Each one has a technical Game Pass.
But which color do you like more?
Oh, blue, 100%. I've always been a PlayStation user ever since I started.
Same. My first home console.
So now we gotta get into the PlayStation. We don't have too much PlayStation.
Yeah,
news,
PlayStation's
but,
been quiet so far.
Well, yeah, because they've been losing everything here lately.
In the spirit of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is coming, guys. The Last of Us TV show has won 8 out of 24 Emmy Awards.
So when does this actually make it the first video game adaptation to win an Emmy?
I believe so, actually.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's
now.
pretty cool.
Unfortunately, they did not win any Golden Blue.
I want to
Yeah, that's the one they got snubbed for. I was like, what?
to
They
talk
got
about the
stuff for
actor real
that
quick.
big time.
The
Can
dude,
we talk about Pedro Pascal?
he always gets like casted for all the dude who's bringing a child somewhere. If you think about it, because he
I
played
mean,
Mando too, in Star
Yeah, he
Wars.
did. Yeah.
you're not wrong, but hey, he's very good at it though. Let's be
Oh, he
honest.
is. He's 100%. I loved him in The Last of Us. I
That's what
also
you
love.
call tight casting. For
Well,
that.
in Game of Thrones, he wasn't carrying a kid, but we know what happened.
No, big guy's head
So,
crush.
so the big
Well, I'm talking
win
about his
was
like main characters. Usually,
the big win was the guy who played the
Nick Offerman, yeah, he won
one of
best
yeah,
guest
Nick Offerman.
actor. And
Yeah, that was the big
Riley
win.
Storm also won. She was the one who played Riley in the. Left
she did
Behind.
really good at Riley. She,
Yeah.
I like. She didn't really match what she looked like in the game. I'll be honest, but her personality matched
She was
100%.
close enough in my book. Like, okay, you pass, but you're
No.
grounded on the edge there.
I'll give it to her just for her personality because she matched that personality perfect.
Yeah,
Why did Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal not win an award? Like Pedro, that whole scene where he's talking about like he's the guy missed.
Pedro, yes, but not Bella.
Dude, I don't know. Bella did pretty damn good. Come on.
You know what's crazy is at first, if you guys know me, man, I complained and complained and complained how the casting was terrible. Pedro Pascal looks nothing like Joel. Bella looks nothing like Ellie. I was so mad. And when the show came out, man, they really did
I was the same way.
acting was great. Like they swayed me. I was like, dude, they did a great job. So I got to give them credit because I was one of the Last of Us 1 is my all-time best game I ever played. I put it on the list again from back then when it came out. I'm not saying like years later, but I played it day one on PlayStation 3. And at the time, I feel the passion that at the time I never played another game where I felt everything was running on the same cylinders. The day one, like I felt the graphics was the best at that time, the story was like the best story out at the time, and the gameplay was the best for the game at the time. So to me, I have yet to play another game where I felt like, man, at its time, and it's even harder now because now so many games are, looks great, looks amazing, good story, but back then I was like, this game was great. So for me, I got a special thing in my heart for The Last of Us. Not that it's my favorite game. Let's make it clear. It's not my favorite game of all time. It's just I think it's the best game that I played, from that moment to where I felt, right? So for me, I was very critical. Like, come on, bro. They don't look nothing like them, but they did such an amazing job. They made me feel like they could have been my Ellie and my Joel. So hats off to them.
Just a
But yeah,
that visual art
this
team they had
show
was
deserved. This show deserved all these awards, probably even all 24 of them.
Well, they also won like a best visual effects.
And the best video game adaptation award from the Keeley show. Like they deserved everything.
Whoever designed the clickers for the movie, they did pretty damn.
Yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
Now let me ask you guys this though. Now they did change a lot. So what are your guys' feelings was about instead of you breathing the spores as you did in the game, on this they made you have to get bit. Like, what's your thought?
Well, no, okay. So correction, you don't have to get bit. It's that the tendrils have to touch you in any kind of way.
Okay.
Also, the way it spread in the movies was through the bread. That's why in like the first episode, Ellie didn't eat the cookies and stuff, or I should say it was the gluten, which is actually I like that.
No, but what I'm saying is, so remember the transmission in the game is the spores. You breathe them in.
Yeah.
That's why most of the game
Ellie's
had to wear
immune.
masks. But on this, it had to be contact. What do you got? Let me specifically ask you, Rain. What's your thoughts on that? Did you feel that you liked what the game had better, or did you like the way the movie did it?
I like the game better because it shows off the way Ellie's immune to the spores and everything. I'm not saying the movie was bad or I didn't like the way the movie showed it, but to me, the game made it like the story better for its.
I agree.
Well, the show's director made a very good point. It's like, well, if this was the way it's spread in the show, everyone would just wear a gas mask like forever.
No, and
Like,
you know what? And I get that because you're an actor. Just like look at Mando, he took the helmet off. Look at a lot of these shows, like Wolverine running around without the mask on. So they're Hollywood stars, so they want to be
oh yeah, that's true
recognized.
too. You're gonna pay
So
the big bucks. You want to see where your money's
right,
going.
right. But for me, I do like the way the game did it. The way, and then even like the way Tess got killed. If this is spoilers, I'm sorry. You guys need to watch this. But the way Tess got killed in the game, I kind of like better the whole little firefight
Yeah.
versus them running, the creatures running in. So it was a couple things that they switched that was
I've
still
said before.
good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
I was gonna say I look at the game as a first draft and the show as a second draft. Like, okay, we now know we're gonna make a sequel, so now we have the benefit of hindsight, and maybe we could tweak a couple of things that we didn't think about in a first draft.
Yeah, I also think that the way it's read in the video game, if you do it like in a live action, like especially after what happened with COVID, it would kind of be
It
like
would be a
harder to
little.
explain like how
It would be 100%.
how everyone did not get I don't know.
They just mask up and stay away for a month.
Yeah, but I feel like personally for me, like this show, I had high expectation because I have seen several HBO shows that I consider that are very very great. And after starting to watch this show, even though I had like high expectation, I think it met and maybe even surpassed the expectation I had. So they did a very very good job with the show.
Hell yeah.
And this is coming from
ready
a
to
guy who probably was
move
watching it,
on?
trying to hate it because you like Xbox. So that's a good. That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
no, I don't. Yeah,
Well,
it
no,
was
like
great.
some things, no matter what, they're just good, and people might sit
Yeah.
there and go, "Fuck, I hate the fact I like this shit."
So guys, speaking of hating on Xbox, Cowboy's new favorite game, Quantum Error. The guys behind this
I
game.
saw him playing it.
I did not
Look,
say
the
that.
guys
But
behind this game, even though it got trashed on and one of the worst buggy broken messes of 2023,
I mean,
guess
it
what?
is.
They're coming out with another game.
Project Samson.
Boom!
Cool.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be dinosaurs.
Well, I hope they.
How you know
just-
that's a dinosaur? Maybe that's actually a dragon.
Yeah, it might not be a dinosaur, but I hope they just learn from.
You just say
their-
Tyrannosaur?
You guys ready? I hope they learn from their era and Quantum Era. Guys, I'll be back all week. So
My thing is, good developers,
all right.
good
Go ahead.
developers can learn from where they like messed up in games.
Mhm.
But that, like, to me, that's what separates developers. Because there's so many people who can just throw a game together and then be like, "Oh yeah, here's a game." But
Right.
the people who actually learn are the best ones.
The best
Well,
profession in
one
any.
of the things they said about this game, they said they took the Unreal stuff and they pieced it together.
I was gonna say the best.
Like
the best in any
because you can buy
profession.
stuff.
Always learns from their mistakes. Like, okay, it
Yeah.
didn't work this time, so now let's try something new or expand upon that.
So here's
A
what
good
I'll say about
developer-
Quantum Error. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't know you was done. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, good.
Well, what I was gonna say was Quantum Era. It feels really buggy and it does feel sluggish, and I'm shocked that it's been out for a while and they haven't updated that. So part of me feels like I don't know if it's laziness that they're like,
did
oh
one
well,
patch.
it's out there and maybe it didn't make that much money, or I don't know. But like I'm playing it now, and it definitely like I can see why people frustrations is for it. And if it wasn't for FCAT, I will admit I probably would have stopped playing it earlier. But I pushed to play it more, and I actually am liking it more from where I got to. But
You
if
can
it was
see
normal,
the potential in it.
yeah, I see that. You know what? Not even potential. The word I use is ambition. Their ambition is really cool. Like you do so. I like games that does a lot. Like you're a firefighter and you feel like you're a firefighter and you're resuscitating people, but at the same time you got guns as if it's a Doom game. But at the same time you're like rescuing people. It's like a lot is going on, and I like that. but it's just poorly done. So not to knock the game, FCAT, but it is poorly done. Like
I-
the graphics is kind of poor, and I'm shocked that it's
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Get
Unreal Engine
myself a
5.
coffee.
It's
Unreal
very
5.
sluggish. Like, but it gives you enough that you kind of still want to like.
Yeah, that's the thing about the game. Like they said, it's Unreal 5 and utilizes the PlayStation 5 SSD or whatever.
It's
You
just a
notice,
lot.
look, it
Like
says this is only coming to PlayStation 5 again. So are they gonna say the same thing? That it
I'm-
this clearly could have
utilizes
been on an Xbox. This game could have
SSD?
been on an Xbox S. Like I don't know why. Like this, but like when every time it switched from a different person talking in a cutscene, it see like a pixelated thing happens. Like I'm shocked they don't clean that up. Like I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, they only did one patch for that game, Cowboy.
Yeah, that's
It didn't really do much.
yeah, and
I've noticed though.
usually a
Go ahead.
game would get like a patch every week, if not a bunch of patches a week. So, but so people, you can if you're a fan in this game, you kind of can't get mad when people think it's not good because it has a lot wrong with it. But the ambition keeps me playing. Like, man, this is kind of cool that they did this and did like it feels like a horror game, but it feels like a first person shooter. But then they even went the step to make you hit your touchpad and you switch it to third person. I always feel like I wish more games did that. I'm like, this is kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of these.
So next, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say a lot of these like in the like indie games. Sometimes the problem with it is like they have a vision of the game, but then like because of the resources and because of
They
how
have
much
to
developer
downsize quite a bit.
they have to down, and sometimes they're not like they don't make the smart decision enough to cut down what is needed to make the game like as enjoyable as possible. Because sometimes you got to make a lot of sacrifices and
Well, it's
bring the
like,
game.
do you
Yeah.
want to have a bunch of like 100 zombies on screen, or do you want to have like 5 detailed zombies on the screen?
Right.
That's the kind of compromises you have to make.
Yeah. Like honestly, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I couldn't recommend this to anybody because they would laugh at me. You know, they were really. I understand the general gamer's mind, and if you played this off a recommendation, so FCAT no again, I'm gonna say it again.
Yeah.
GameFly, so I didn't have a problem getting the game, right? But if I bought this off a game off of FCAT recommendation, I've been pretty pissed off. I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Not sponsored. Just
No,
a fan.
one of the promises they did deliver was the fact that it utilizes the DualSense features.
It does that really well. Really well. I will say that. Like it does a hell of a good job with the vibrations and stuff. It's really good. So I will say that.
So speaking of
Pause.
PlayStation, guys, I pre-ordered this game for PlayStation because I figured
what?
this is type of I pre-ordered this game for PlayStation. I figured this type of game I want on my PlayStation. But guys, this might be
Vanishers,
the
that's right.
2024
Yeah, this game actually. The more I looked into
Sleeper
it, I
hit.
was like,
Look,
I
it
can
looks
see it.
interesting. It does.
yeah, I
Okay,
see
can
it
I
being
just
a
say
sleeper
something?
hit.
FCAT, the last 3 games you've backed up has been anything close to a hit.
No, this
Every
has
episode-
God of
Hold on,
War.
FCAT,
This has God of War
Hold on,
combat,
hold on.
The
Cowboy.
FCAT curse.
FCAT, wait, FCAT, let me go down the list. FCAT went on and on about Avrium's Immortals with Avrium. I don't know anybody else who played it but you. I got to play it. I was like, you know what? It's not a bad game. Thank you, Gamefly. Then FCAT was going on and on about Pandora's Frontier, the Avatar game. I don't know who else.
By the way, that
liked
game's
that
on sale.
game. And hold
Game
on,
right now.
wait. And to end the year off, FCAT was going on and on about Quantum Error, which if you bought it was probably an error to your wallet. And now FCAT is back in this game. So I don't know.
Yo, Sony, can I get a refund for
Well,
this game?
this ain't my type of game. Like
Okay.
this has God of War style combat. Like
I mean, I did.
I don't like God of War at all.
You gotta clarify.
Yeah, I sent you the link. I sent you the link.
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
but you
And
gotta
private
clarify.
Cowboy.
God of War original or God of War 2018 Ragnarok?
Yeah, actually, it's a difference.
So this game, you parry, you dodge, roll.
Okay,
No,
2018.
You
I
can
watched the
also,
trailer, and I wasn't that
yeah.
impressed. But here, let's watch the trailer first. Hold up, check it out, guys.
World premiere.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Looks good.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live. We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful. I banish you. Death to the dead. Do we kill? To be together again.
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Damn.
So I will say this.
So I feel like his combat is God of War,
Okay,
but
so
her
they need to change
combat
that.
is more like
End of
Forspoken.
2023.
I was gonna say it reminded me of Forspoken, like
No,
Yeah.
You know what?
Like
Okay,
her
no.
combat is
I don't know
Forspoken.
about
So,
all that.
Like his
This doesn't
combat is
remind
God
me.
of War.
This doesn't remind me of Forspoken, but you know what this reminds me of? And it's made by the same people, or at least published by the same people. You guys ever heard of Plague's Tale?
A vampire.
I heard of it.
Vampire.
Yes.
A
By the
vampire.
way, they just gave us Plague's Tale Requiem for free on PlayStation
Yes,
Plus.
they did.
And I'm gonna say right
Someone
now,
said, "This is
while
my
those
game. Let's
games,
go."
while those games leave a lot to be desired as far as performance go, the story of those games are really well done, like on the same level as Naughty Dog.
Right.
Well, this is
My issue with Plague's Tale was I tried to get into it, and I love combat. So I will say, let me say this real quick. This game does look better than all the other games that you were into. Because remember, I kept saying Immortals of Avium, I probably would have hooked me in if it was third person. I felt that was a missed opportunity. You doing magic and shooting power should have been third person. But this game looks cool. My issue, let me back up to Plague's Tale. When I first tried to play it, I know Doc Dark was super into it, and I'm like, "Am I running around with a goddamn not a crossbow? Your weapon was a
slingshot."
I was like, "Nah, man," and I couldn't really, get that into it. But
So also in this game, there's a thing where you can change your gear, kind of like Destiny. They also have a skill tree. Also, when you can choose either to banish or ascend spirits.
Right.
Yeah, that reminded me
and
of
whatever you
BioShock.
choose determines like an outcome of the game. Like it can haunt you.
I see a lot of potential in a game like this, but it's because I have to see more. I need to see someone actually play this game before I say, "Oh, I'm going to buy day one."
But the decision to like banish or not or spare, that reminded me of BioShock. That like little decision making that's kind of cool.
Cowboy, play a little bit more of this trailer because it says end of 2023. We're obviously out of 2023.
This comes out next month.
You want to see the very
Oh, this
end
comes
of
out
it?
next
it comes
month.
out next month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to make sure we actually get a proper date.
There's an extended gameplay trailer if you want me to send you that, Cowboy.
No, we don't need to beat us up with this game that you like. It's all right. Let's
Yeah. It's got the FCAP seal.
I don't like.
stuff.
I mean, I'm just
when
gonna
does it
give it a
release?
shot. I'm like,
Said
it
next month,
releases next month. Yeah,
Next month,
February
which
12th.
is February.
Well, guess
March.
what,
Is the game I'm
FCAT?
waiting for.
FCAT, you
all
know
platforms.
what? Funny thing is, I'll be playing it next month. What do you know? Don't worry, guys. I always tell you guys, I'll take the dive for you. I'll game fly it. I'll play it. I'll do it live. I'll let you guys watch. You'll tell me do this, do that, and you can live your fantasy through me if you don't want to spend the money and regret it. Just saying.
Thank you, Cowboy, for your noble sacrifice.
Not a problem, man. Not a
Yeah,
problem.
this ain't at all like my type of game, but I'm willing to give it a shot because I
No,
mean
that's
it's
cool,
the
man.
only
That's
game with
cool.
a date this year. I can, it'll hold me off for when all these other games finally
Yeah.
get dates or, you know. Also,
What's up,
I
Sanchez?
like the vibe. I like the vibe. It gives me like a New Orleans spooky ghost vibe. Like I'm surprised this game wasn't made in the deep south
Well, we shall see next month.
or
All right, what
set
you
in
got
the
next?
deep south. What I got next is Xbox. So everybody said new
Okay.
console was coming, mid-gen refresh, and all y'all
Okay.
guys got was a freaking toaster.
Is it a real toaster?
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. See, when I get into stuff, listen, I like stuff. So if I was an Xbox fan, I mean, I might buy a toaster if I needed a toaster. Like if I needed a toaster, I would definitely buy this.
An Xbox One?
But is this real or is
Or
this
would
being
you
funny?
buy
No,
like
it's
Yes,
a
real.
this
It's
is
cheap,
real.
100%
like
real.
Walmart?
It's real.
This is real.
I know in the
Remember, because
world of
everyone
console
said it
wars,
looked like a toaster or it looked
You
like a
remember the
hot plate.
Series X mini
Well,
fridge?
I know in the world of a console wars, people are gonna be like, man, they're making toasters, but hey, man, why not? It's marketing.
Yeah. To me, it looks like a little speaker. I thought they were
Yeah,
gonna
it
do like
does.
a speaker. Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a hot plate. I mean,
Now
come
look,
on,
if
look
you
at
could
it.
put your
Just
bread in
ask
there
for
and
it.
actually come out with the Xbox logo, that'd be dope.
I mean, the toast does have an Xbox logo on it. I'm seeing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you put if you put it in
Come on,
there and
man.
came out with an Xbox logo,
Oh,
Got
it says it
you
right
gotta
there. Yeah.
power the dreams.
The Xbox Series S toaster burns an Xbox logo
Powering
into your
bread.
bread.
oh, it really does?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of
so
Okay, I
there's
think
these
Cowboy's
like
about to buy one
things
right now.
come with it
that's kinda cool.
that
I ain't
puts
gonna lie,
that
it's kinda
little
cool.
thing on
I never
your
I don't even
bread.
use our toaster though.
Dude, I never
Okay.
use a toaster because I'm always afraid they're gonna start a fire.
Sanchez said the toaster is sold out.
Damn!
Yeah,
You know what doesn't sell out though? Those Xbox mini fridges. I actually found out those things actually have a big problem. They do not. They like to keep things a little too cold for some people.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
No, like actually like froze one of my friends. All the sodas he put in there. I was
Oh,
like, wow, that sucks.
Yeah, but usually you can. I'm pretty sure you could turn it down. Like I'm sure they don't sell mini fridges where you can't turn down the temperature. Like
I
so.
don't think you know how to do that. To be
Yeah,
fair.
well, he need to look it up because I'll be shocked if it doesn't have any type of knob that turns that down. I got a pretty good mini
Chris.
fridge, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
What's
F-Cat,
next?
what we working on?
Lawsuit against Activision Blizzard being accused of discriminating against
Blizzard
all
has
white
been accused of
guys.
discriminating
What?
against old white guys. What? Is this a real thing?
This can't be real.
This
There's
is
no
a
way.
real thing.
This is a real thing.
Listen, F-Cat always find the craziest stories. I tell you that.
I mean, if
I'm just
Purple Haze
confused.
can grace us
90%
with
of our
her
player base,
presence,
you're
maybe she
discriminated
can
against.
clarify
That's what I'm
this.
saying.
I don't know.
Dude, have you seen Blizzard players? They're all I'm telling you, man, they're all fucking
know
white
It was
dudes
a
or white
former
girls.
executive.
Hey,
Okay.
wait a minute. Wait a
It was
minute.
probably
I'm a
Bobby.
Blizzard fan. I feel
Because right
offended.
here
Right
it
Well,
says
you're the
former,
10%.
Was it Bobby?
a former Activision Blizzard executive has filed a discrimination claim.
Really? Did I know that?
Yeah, it says it right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
I think the reason for this is more because of the executive.
I'm-
That's what I think I was reading.
Didn't he get
Like-
fired, the old executive?
But I think that like most of them that are like hired, like
If
they're,
we're talking about
you know,
Bobby Kotick, I know for
older
a fact
white.
he just left this year.
Yeah, I think that was his name. I think they fired him.
No, that he left.
Yeah,
But
Bobby-
it sounds
Bobby
like it was
left.
part of their
stepped
deal
down.
too.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
and-
basically
and
Phil
he
Spencer
left-
is like, Bobby, you're too problematic. We hear you
No,
want to
and what-
kill your employees.
Well, no, they said once the whole deal was going to go through, he was going to be able to walk away with like $3 million or $3 billion, something crazy like that.
It was
Made a
300
shit ton
and
of money.
something.
Yeah, so
It probably didn't.
okay.
He had a
Yeah,
golden
you got a
parachute
nice
with
golden
platinum
parachute.
lacing.
Well, the thing, I mean, look how much money he made off COD. You really think he's gonna walk away with anything less than $1 million?
Right?
Dude, we're talking like potentially millions. We're talking like
That's fine.
he could have walked away from like $10 million in his pocket. That's not
Yeah.
even including what they already paid him too.
Hey, look,
Are we
man. I
talking
don't knock
about Bobby
anybody
Cook?
hustle.
I don't know if we're talking about Bobby Cook specifically, but I'm talking about him because that dude needed to go. There's now reports coming out saying he threatened to kill employees. At one point, he got so drunk he threatened to fucking kill his secretary.
Now that's old though.
Oh, so
That's old news.
apparently, right here under the title, they place profits over terminating the older people. I mean, that's what it says right there in the title. They
let's move on. Microsoft is close to overtaking Apple as the most valuable U.S. company.
I mean, no shock there.
Yeah, no shock.
Apple, like, tell me the last thing Apple did that wasn't iPhone related.
So my question is about this. My question is about this because I'm worried because you see PlayStation doing kind of the Apple thing. They got the premium prices with the premium hardware.
Yeah.
You know, is Xbox gonna follow the same route if they're bigger than Apple now?
I think the point, I think what I'm worried about is that Microsoft is going to just start buying up way more of the industry, and then Sony's going to try everything in their power to counter that. But
they already tried to counter the Activision Blizzard deal, and it didn't really work.
Yeah. So from what I've heard, Sony's been going around and looking at third-party games to say, do you want help with that? Or, like basically you want a third-party deal, or like that's exclusive to PlayStation and PC, so that way Microsoft can't, come in and take it.
Right.
It's all a third. There's a game.
I'm gonna give you guys a different perspective. I don't really care, right? So for me, I just here to play video games. I don't care if it's Sony. I don't care if it's Microsoft. I always tell you guys, I just need two things to happen. Make a trailer that make me say I have to play this game, or have one of my friends say you have to play this game. And so no matter which company it is, whether it's Microsoft, Blizzard, Activision, PlayStation, Naughty Dog, so I just like video games in general. So for me,
I know,
don't
but
ever get
my
scared
point
of like
here is,
the
Cowboy,
industry.
you do have to kind of worry a little about the future if it's these big corporations trying everything in their power to try to undercut each other.
Yeah, but what's the worry? Why would I personally be worried? Let me know.
Why? Because then you'd be subject to whatever their whims are. Microsoft. For example.
Go ahead.
Let's just say, for example, if Microsoft to say, "Hey, we're going to charge $100 for Game Pass all of a sudden for a whole year, for like a month of Game Pass," and you got nowhere else to play those games, they could do that.
So can I say something right now?
Okay.
Hold on, let me say something right now. Is registration free for your car, or does everybody got to pay for that?
I don't own a car.
If you drive a car, are you supposed to have car insurance, or is it free?
You gotta pay for everything.
There's things in life right now. Who's living for free? If you're an adult and you got a mortgage, because last time I checked, I got to pay my mortgage, and it goes up almost every year because the homeowners goes up, right? Homeowners insurance, or oh no, the taxes go up. Guess what? It's not free. So long story short, I don't worry about stuff like that. Dude,
but the point.
Hold on. At the end of the day, you don't got no stake, no claim. If a Game Pass costs $100 a month, you're either gonna pay for it or you're gonna find something else to do. You might go back to sticking rocks, you might go back to playing with toys, but at the end of the day, it's like if another company, a huge entity, like what's the worry about it for? There's really no worry because you got no control anyway. The moment I'm just telling you, this is my life. Well, I realized a long time ago, never put stock or dwell on anything you can't control. If it's out of your hands, it shouldn't deserve 1 ounce of worry. Now, if you can control it, if you got a 99% chance that you can sway the odds, then it's different, because if you don't act, then you just screwed yourself. But honestly, dude, so what? I just want to play video games. And at the end of the day, they're not going to be free. So if they're not free, that means I got to pay something. And whatever they say it costs, either I'm going to be able to afford it or not. If I can't afford it, guess what? I'm not playing. I go to Nintendo or somebody else. But if I can afford it, then I'm playing. And that's just life. And you can't get out of that in life, because from newsflash, there's not many things that's free. I'm just saying. That's
Yeah, to add to that, I also think that we as the consumer, at the end of the day, we got the last word. If they want to bump the prices of Game Pass to 100, like you gave the example, me as a consumer, I'm gonna choose whether I want to pay for it or not. And guess
Oh, yeah,
what?
then
If
they're gonna see subscription numbers go down, because people are like,
Yeah.
"Hey, am I gonna
There you
pay for
go.
my house, or am I gonna
There you
pay
go.
for Game Pass this month?"
Now hold up.
Yeah,
Here's the
but
flip
then-
side, and I just want people to understand. The flip side is there are people who will pay for expensive things. Now, they might not lower it because they might see people are still buying it. That's also the luck of the draw, right? The consumers can remember when I bought that $12 fatality and people's like, "Bro, you got finesse." I personally thought the $12 was fine. Some people felt it was outrageous. Guess what? Enough people complained and they lowered it, so they made all of the fatalities be grouped together for $12. That was a good thing, right? But there still was people like me who paid for it and didn't even complain. So at the end of the day, you never know, right? All you can do is fight with your wallet, but you still might be on the other end to where they don't lower it. And that's
Well, the
just
thing
also
about like
the
a
luck
company
of the
like
draw.
Microsoft is they are so big right now that they can lose 1 million subscribers every month, and they still be able to pay it off, not worry about
no matter how big you are, if you come to a point where people don't see value, people are gonna leave you.
Correct.
And then what's
I'm
gonna
just saying,
happen is
we
another
do have to
company
be
is
a
gonna
little-
come and take advantage.
Correct.
I am just saying we do have to be a little worried, because there is this mass consolidation concern coming on, for a lot of people, and it's not for no reason.
I
Let's be simple.
don't think there's
I
nothing to worry.
absolutely do not want to hear the day Microsoft bought Sony, because if Microsoft buys Sony, then I would have to quit gaming. Because
they
then they're
want to be
too
allowed
big.
to do it.
Why would you quit gaming? It's still video games. You're still going to
Because
get
then
the
they're
games.
too big. Then it's too much of one.
What does that
company
matter?
controlling.
Here's the problem. You're getting too into Sony. And again, hold up. Let me.
No, I'm
real
not.
quick.
Well,
Hold up,
Cowboy,
real
what I'm trying
quick,
to say,
real quick. Hold up, just real
my
quick. Give me a-
problem is when they get so big, they could buy their competition without anyone saying anything about it.
Let me ask you this: Do you not watch anything Disney related?
Sorry, repeat that again.
Do you not watch anything Disney related?
Destiny related?
Disney.
No, Disney.
Oh yeah,
Disney.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to Disney the last couple of years. They've been doing shit.
I mean, they've been purchasing almost everyone.
So real quick,
let's be fair. Disney doesn't have the pocketbook like Microsoft has. You don't need Disney in your life, but you do need Windows.
Here's the thing. So let me just throw this out here. I know, Rain, you're a little new to here, but I just want to throw this up on the screen because this just happens to be my motto. Gaming without limits. Play the platform because you have interest in the games. Don't play the games because you have interest in the platform. So I'm gonna say this. If Microsoft bought Sony, I don't care if they still coming out with the same games I like. I don't care who owns them. I just want to play the video games. Now you could say, well, I'm concerned because when Microsoft make games, they don't have the same quality. Well, start crying to somebody who cares. But long story short, you got at the end of the day, if Microsoft wanted to buy Sony and they could, it's either gonna go through or not, and you either could play the games or not. I don't know, man.
Yeah, and then something else.
I'm just being a worry wart. Sorry.
Yeah, so something else that happens to developers, if you look, if they go to let's say a company gets purchased, if they don't like it, they go either form their own studio or go work for someone else, and then they create the games that they want to create. So I don't think
unless
there's
they get
nothing
paid
to worry.
extra money like Bungie did and they can't leave.
Yeah, well, that's
Fucking
they're
wish
still
Sony
leaving
would
eventually.
drop Bungie.
But yeah, y'all ready for the main event?
The main event. Player.
The main event. 'Cause before I go, Yeah, go ahead.
Before you move on, hold on. Let me go to the chat real quick. I don't like to
Yeah, go through chat.
for too long. Let me just see what these guys talking about.
Oh,
Let's
but it's
see.
Halo.
If Game Pass goes higher in price,
Nut.
most people would drop it, just like people ditch Netflix, Max, etc. That's what Sanchez says. Dark Kermit said this can be used for any subscription services. You want it or you don't. And yes, your mortgage goes up just about every year for various reasons: taxes, HMO, insurance, etc. And then Sanchez says just how people drop Stadia and Luna. Damn, that hit hard. Darth Kermit said, why is everyone complaining about consolidation when just about everything that you use is consolidated under one company? Not playing games for this reason is console war talk. Damn, that is.
I mean, he kind of got a point.
That's crazy.
Hey, to be fair, it wasn't everyone else. It's TPG being a stupid, blue bleeding PlayStation guy.
Listen, it's all good. We try to pull you. We try to pull you out of it. It's all good. Listen, that's
I can't help it, man. I can't help it. I'm worried. I'm gonna get caught up.
We got you, man. We got you, man.
So one turn.
We gotta go to the main event. We gotta go to the main event, guys. And this one is gonna.
Hold on, real quick, FK. What'd you say, Ray?
Yeah, go ahead.
The step one to admitting to having an addiction is to admit you have one.
There you go.
I got it. So you can take that shit somewhere else. So we want someone who does.
Thank you for that, Ray. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
All right, for the main event, guys, Cowboy's gonna have to play Chucky because this is might get a couple of Xbox fans around watching this stream. All these Xbox fans might get all emotional about this. Maybe even Starblow will get emotional about this.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead and play Chucky.
All right, let's do it, guys. FCAT is just telling you this, okay? But since he's not gonna say it as eloquent as somebody I know, he's gonna tell you this.
Man the fuck up.
All right.
Rumor. Critically acclaimed Xbox game could be coming to other platforms.
Oh.
No.
The end of Xbox.
All right,
so perfect Game Pass.
So let's break this down. So right now it's just
break it down like DX,
game, correct?
Correct, and we don't know what game. People are throwing around games. They said Hi-Fi Rush could be coming to the Switch, and they said now they're saying Sea of Thieves is coming to PlayStation.
Oh, I would love to see Sea of Thieves on PlayStation.
They're talking about Starfield on PlayStation.
Okay, so here's what I think is coming. Here's what I think Xbox is going to put on PlayStation. It's the same thing you begin every year. Call of fucking Duty.
Oh,
and
I mean that's.
Technically, that is a critically acclaimed.
No, they said this was a game of the year type kind of. This was talked about during the game of the year.
Whenever
contender, I think.
When Xbox acquired Activision, the agreement was that they're going to put the game still on PlayStation.
Correct, for 10 years.
But I think I was being cheeky there. But I think he's talking about like Xbox Studio games, like Halo, for example, or something like that.
So let me ask you guys this, and Sourablow, I want you to comment on this because you're the resident Xbox person on the panel. Would it be would you feel any type of way? Would it be a slap in the face if day one Hellblade came out multi-plat?
Okay, personally, for me, because I can't talk for everyone, right?
Right.
I know a lot of people, a lot of Xboxers would probably be, I would say, pissed and mad about it.
Okay.
But for me, I don't really care. Like, if more people could play it, the better. What I would be like more concerned if they say some games might not come to Game Pass, because one of the main reasons why I like the Xbox ecosystem right now, it's actually Game Pass.
No, see, I agree with you. So for me, as long as you can still play the game, who cares? But yes, that's one of the beautiful things about Game Pass. And I still, even though I don't use Game Pass that much, but I still say it's the best subscription for gaming. After after Game
No,
Pass.
the thing is, the
Mhm.
PlayStation fanboys, the ponies, they think they got themselves a W. They're like, oh, Xbox is going third party. It's like, dude,
It's really a
Xbox,
W for
Microsoft is
Microsoft because they
still,
make more
dude,
money.
they're still gonna get paid.
Exactly.
They're still gonna get freaking paid. The money's
Exactly.
going to them.
Can I ask
Yeah,
something about
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
article
Let
real
the
quick?
pony over there think. Let the pony over there think he's got a W.
No, yeah, you know
Ignore
what?
the giant pile of money I'm holding.
I've said that. Yeah, I said that in the beginning. I said, man, you know what's cool is as Sony, they had a problem with the Activision Blizzard deal, but I felt, listen, you go pay $69.7.9 billion. If you can't pay it, then oh well. And so I feel like, man, that's such a win for Microsoft because yeah, money wise, their competitor will be having a game that their player base love, but then they're gonna be making money. So it's definitely a great move. But as far as to get back to this, I don't know what game they could be talking about, but at the end of the day, oh well, right? I feel like it's no different
So,
than Sony
so
putting their
let's go
games
through
on,
the rumor.
you know?
Can I
So
add
Hi-Fi
something
Rush
specific?
coming to Nintendo.
Okay.
I feel
Go ahead,
like
Rain.
I feel like console exclusives is kind of. I feel like you lose money when you do it because if you think about it, if each console can play it, you gain more money from sales. But having it exclusive to like having Sea of Thieves exclusive to Xbox, that's
Right.
losing all the PlayStation. You're losing money from that system.
Well,
Now,
the thing is, it's meant for brand supremacy. So what console wars originally, not console, sorry, exclusives was originally meant so there's a reason for someone to purchase your box, right? So
I mean,
before we get PC or anything, it's supposed to be meant for, oh wait, I can only play this on this, so it was supposed to help get a leg up. Now the reason why it's not as important because there's a such thing, guys, called crossplay. That's why Sony was
Right.
so against crossplay. Now that crossplay is the thing, it's kind of like I don't care where you get the game because now our minds are kind of like, well, if I could play it on this or that, who cares? But before crossplay, it was more of a reason to say, oh, I need this game just for me because this is how I'm going to pull people in. You know?
yeah.
Well, Phil Spencer basically said that whatever money comes from them giving other competition their games is going to go toward making Xbox better.
That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, so we'll go down the rumors. So Hi-Fi Rush coming to Nintendo. This isn't a surprise. Like it should be on
No, it fits
Nintendo
perfectly
anyways.
into Nintendo's MO and
Perfectly.
everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
let's be honest here. Ever since Banjo Kazooie got announced for Smash, and I think there have been a couple of rare games coming over to NSO, the Nintendo Switch Online service. It does not surprise me the slightest if Microsoft says, "Hey, we would like to put this game on your platform. You okay with that?"
I mean, oh, we got TK9 in the house.
DK9 and Billy said Xbox needs to give me a physical release of Hi-Fi Rush on the Switch. He said I said that day one. Now he did say that, and when we thought, I literally
Yeah.
thought K9. And K9, side comment. I've been meaning to hit you up. Yo, let me know if you seen Night Swim. I'm just curious on what your thoughts was. I thought it was not bad.
Yeah, Hi-Fi isn't a graphically demanding game
Correct. It is pretty
to
game
not
though.
put on the
It's a
Switch.
very
Now the
nice looking
Switch
game.
2 could probably can handle it. Now they did not release Hi-Fi Rush for Xbox One. I don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
that
a good
was
point. Like I
think
can
they
definitely,
could-
I
like
can
think
could
definitely
it
the
see.
handle
I think
the game?
Switch. I
Like
think the Switch could have a dumbed down version of that game because
Yeah,
look at the graphics of Zelda and look
it
at the
wouldn't be
graphics of
dubbed
this.
down too much.
You know, so I dare I say Zelda is a way bigger game than Hi-Fi Rush.
oh, it
So
is 100%.
yeah,
It's an
so if
open
you
world
Yeah.
game
yeah, like I beat
for
Hi-Fi
sure.
Rush. It was 17-hour game. So if they could put Zelda on the Switch, I'm sure they could pull off Hi-Fi Rush.
But see,
You
like,
know what I mean?
here's what I think is good. I think it's the interesting part. I don't think it's gonna be okay. Nintendo gets Hi-Fi Rush, Sony doesn't. I think
Mhm.
it'll be both of them at the same time. Like, okay,
Yeah, maybe.
Sony and Nintendo both get Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, so on and so forth.
There is a rumor that I saw after that Hi-Fi Rush might be coming to PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't
Which
doubt for
I
a second.
So what?
yeah. No,
It's
yeah, I'm
like
just saying.
I was saying
it's like all these Xbox fanboys. They're crying over Hi-Fi Rush. Y'all weren't capping for Hi-Fi Rush only when it first came out. Then y'all stopped capping for it when Starfield became the buzz. Now y'all still capping Starfield
dude,
to
I
this
say
day.
Hi-Fi Rush was the
And
better
listen,
of those
and
two.
let's make it clear: PlayStation fanboys do the same thing when it's a rumor about
They do.
their game. So it's just how it goes. So I don't want this to turn into some console war thing, but it's just the topic is this right now. So because remember,
I'm
in
just
20,
saying.
the end of 2023, I vowed that I was
Y'all
gonna not
worried about
allow
Hi-Fi
the
Rush.
console war to go as crazy as
Here's
it did in 2023. So
here's
I'm
the
sticking
reality
to
we
my
live in.
word.
Microsoft's gonna go where the platforms are successful. So yes, they're gonna go to Nintendo. They're gonna go to PlayStation because
Why wouldn't
there's also been studies proven Nintendo, PlayStation guys buy more game or they at least buy more games frequently than Xbox players because Xbox players have Game Pass, so they don't have to buy the games.
Yeah.
So
it all makes sense.
Right.
who knows?
I
At the end of the
mean,
day, I'm all for this. I'm all for every game coming to every platform because at the end of the day, it's just fucking video games. When I do the console war and shit, I'm just goofing around. I'm just having fun. But like, we should all want games on our platforms.
Oh yeah, I mean,
When did that
my thing
become a
is, I don't
controversial thing to
mind.
yeah,
say?
I mean,
Here's my
so
thing.
the game As Dust Falls got a game award. Now that got ported over to PlayStation. So let's kind of share these Game of the Year winners or
Experiences.
nominees.
Was
Yeah,
As Dust Falls made by Microsoft's studios?
what Hi-Fi?
No, As Dust
Not As
Falls.
Dust
Was that made
Falls
by?
was exclusive. It wasn't made by
Yeah,
them.
it was
It was
exclusive. I'm asking, was it developed by Microsoft? No,
I
it's
think it's
developer.
maybe
Turner
funded
I
by
don't
them
think
or something
so.
like. It's like a second party game.
You talking about
Yeah.
Hi-Fi
Or
Rush?
something. No, a dust fall. I think
As
it's
Dust
called.
Falls.
Gotcha. Yeah, honestly, I don't really
But
care
yeah,
if companies keep games for themselves. I just, long story short, like nothing can stop you from playing a game wherever it's at. I get it if you don't have the money to purchase, another device or whatever, but they're making it so easy. Like, look at Microsoft. They put stuff on the cloud, so they allow you to play it on devices you already have. Yes, it's not going to look as good as it would on a console, but they still allow you to play it. PlayStation, I mean, you could do the PlayStation Plus and get some of their games on there. If you have a computer, you could stream it there. I mean, these games are making games way more accessible than it once was in the past. So this is like a better day and age of gaming than we had in the past, where you have more access to games now. I'll say that. But there's going to be games that you can't play unless you personally have to get that into that ecosystem, and that's fine because these companies should make money, for the games that they have on their platform if they choose to. And so if you wanted to play it that bad, you'll just have to go to that ecosystem, or however you can get it. So it's
so
fair.
Sea of Thieves coming to PlayStation. I don't care because the Sea of Thieves is about as boring as Starfield to me.
No, I think Sea of Thieves is pretty cool, but it depends on, like, I heard Rain said he would like it to be on PlayStation. I mean, I played Sea of Thieves. It was
I
okay. It
mean,
wasn't it didn't keep me, but I could see the potential. I could see why people like it.
I
I
like
mean,
the pirate
you guys.
scene, which go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you guys want to know something, last night I was playing an Xbox game on my PlayStation. It was called Minecraft.
Hey, have you took a shower yet?
Minecraft. Hey, look, Minecraft is owned
But
by
yeah,
Microsoft.
Sea of Thieves is an old game. This game's probably is it dead now? People claim it's not
I
dead.
heard
It's
it had
pretty.
No,
somewhat of a
Sea of
comeback.
Thief has its fan base. Like, trust me, Sea of Thief actually got me to play in the Xbox ecosystem.
Speaking of Sea of
Um,
I
Thieves,
mean, I was playing it since the beta, so I was playing it before
well,
everybody, and I was like,
when it
"Oh,
first
this
released,
game's boring."
no, when it first released, it was definitely boring because there was nothing to really do.
they've
They
added more
promised
to it.
a bunch, and they didn't
It's
have
still
nothing. But
boring.
I mean, everyone has their own taste. To me, it's not boring, but
Yeah, I totally agree, Sanchez. No, nothing we're saying is true. We're just talking about rumors right now. So
Yeah, this is a rumor, and I mean, does it give Xbox a bad look? that's the claim, that it gives the Xbox a bad look
Oh no!
release these
Xbox has a
exclusives
bad
to other
look.
platforms.
So listen, in the world of fanboys, yes, but you got to think. Xbox is putting their games on more stuff than any other platform, so this doesn't give Xbox a bad look. For me, I feel like it's more of a power move for Xbox. Hey, put their stuff on other stuff. Like for instance, just people get mad when Sony put their games on PC, but Sony are like, bro, the games are old. We already made as much money as we can. It would be the same thing for Xbox, so why not?
That's
Makes
like
sense.
GTA 6 when that does come out. It's rumored, or I should say rumored. It's kind of confirmed that it's gonna come out on 5 first. They have got Q on that or whatever it's
Oh
called.
no, guys! Xbox looks back. Here, let me wipe their tears with all this money they're gonna make.
No, you're right.
I literally had
Does
I
this
had
mean
$2
Xbox is
literally
going
into my
third
eyes.
party?
Dun, dun, dun.
The I told you so. All the people who I
That's Cat.
told you so,
Did you tell them
they're all
so?
gonna come out.
Did you tell them this was gonna happen? They didn't listen.
Well,
listen to the
Microsoft,
prophet.
Xbox's strategy was play your games anywhere, right? Like on any device. So now they're,
Hey,
they want to share
soon
some
you guys will be able to
games.
play Minecraft on your refrigerator.
No,
They already taught a gorilla how to play Minecraft.
Look what Michael said. He said if Sony wants Xbox games 5 years later, sure, okay, why not? I mean, think of it, right? Imagine Microsoft was making money for a game for 5 years and decide, hey, let's put it somewhere else. That's smart business. And if that game is still sought after, right? If it's a popular game, that like imagine if Sony said we're going to release the first 3 God of Wars on Xbox and like a pack, people will buy it.
Cowboy, I know what's gonna happen. All them ponies, their brains are gonna explode all at once.
Oh yeah. That would honestly, some people wouldn't be able to sleep at night if God of War was on Xbox. That would
A mass suicide happened today.
Oh
A
god.
bunch of ponies' heads
probably
blew up.
drop dead. Like there would be car accidents, there'd be planes falling out the skies.
I just
That's the
think
end of the world.
at the end of the day,
It's probably the same thing with Halo going to PlayStation. Like Xbox fanboys would like
yeah,
lose
some of
their
them will go wild.
buckets.
I think at the end of the day, the consoles are gonna disappear, and it's just gonna be like
Not yet.
I mean,
apps. Not yet, but
like
eventually they will.
Cloud gaming.
So
Cloud
guys,
Dude,
I don't know
I
if
said-
we're ready. So guys, I don't know if we're ready for this, if we can handle this. So I'm glad we're getting close to the end of the show, because coming in right now, to grace us with his very, very opinionated self of Xbox is none other than my guy. Got to meet him in person. And dare I say, on vacation, I had the most fun meeting him and his lady. We had a ball of a time. He still sucks at games in the arcade. I beat him in basketball. He would lie and tell you otherwise, but it's none other than TK9. Oh, wait. And before I bring him in, he lied to y'all, and I tipped better than him. So he's coming in right now.
Hey, yo, you's a damn liar, bro.
Yo, what the fuck is with your profile picture?
Hey,
yo,
bro.
man, you gotta change that shit. We need PG-ness in here.
Oh,
Hey,
nah,
listen.
bro. Ain't nothing PG about me, bro. Cowboy tell you that.
Nah, I can see. Ain't nothing PG, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
ain't nothing
K9,
PG.
K9, bro. I'm tired of this whole story that you won't confirm that I tip better than you. Man. This is
look,
getting old, bro.
Look,
It's
Cowboy,
2024.
Cowboy, you got killed in basketball. You even got the proof on your channel. You even got the
Bro.
evidence on your channel. I got it
Bro.
on my channel too. You got killed in basketball. I'm a
Listen.
better tipper.
That's a lie.
And Cowboy, you know you ain't seen me in the arcade games, bro.
Whatever,
you already
bro.
know. Yeah,
Whatever. Listen,
look, you already know.
I know I was throwing them acts better than you. That's all I know.
I give you that. I definitely would give you that. I mean, you won't. I mean, honestly, Sandy killed all of us.
All right, she did.
Like, yeah. Like Sandy killed all of us or whatever. But yeah,
She was cheating, bro.
So let's roll back.
Yeah,
but
let's
anyway,
roll
K9,
back,
what's up, man?
Cat.
First of all, guys, K9 is a good friend of mine. He's a good dude. You sometimes you'll hear us and be like, yo, they hate each other. Nah, that's what we do. You know, I got troll me. It's
You
what
gotta
we
have
do.
tough skin. You gotta have tough skin.
Nah, you gotta have tough skin.
T9
But
tips
bro,
$10, Cowboy tips 11.
listen, bro.
Oh,
No,
Listen,
I came
hey,
back to this.
hey,
I
hey,
know
cowboy, he
K9's
got
got
us
something
messed
to
up.
say
We was
about
both
this.
way higher than that, cowboy. We both
hell
tipped
yeah,
a
we was
lot
a
more
lot
than
higher
that.
than that.
Yeah,
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 we talking
yeah,
about dollars.
yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Hey,
Waiters had field day.
hey, don't try to downplay us, bro. We got,
I don't do that.
yeah,
But
we ain't
K9,
broke.
how's your New Year so far, man?
Yo, man, good, man. Good, man. Really enjoying the PlayStation VR. Like
Okay,
the PlayStation VR is actually like goaded. Like
that's dope.
yeah. I mean it actually surprised me too. It
Mhm.
actually surprised me too because I won't like that much of like a VR person
Right,
or
right.
whatever. And yeah, man, it's different, bro. It like it definitely hits different. I wish Xbox would have did something with the console, not even if it was necessarily VR,
Mhm.
but I think Xbox having VR would have been dope for stuff like Halo,
Right.
Forza,
Yeah.
like I think it would have definitely been dope. But I mean, even if they would have had like something like the Connect, that like that would have been cool. Like my
Right.
daughter,
I was just
she's
about to say, yeah,
yeah,
I seen the
she's
video.
more Xbox and Nintendo, right?
Mhm.
I never really got her a PlayStation or anything like that. Like she's
Right.
never had a PlayStation, but she has so much fun with the VR
Cool.
that now she wants a PlayStation so she
Now,
could.
what's that game you said was really cool on the
It's
VR?
Propagation Paradise Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a Resident Evil 1 VR game. So not it feels like if Resident Evil 1 was in VR, that's what you would get.
That's cool. Now you know what's crazy? I never thought the day would come where we start talking about VR because you come on here. Yo,
Oh yeah, right. No, but no,
like, like
it's
what is this?
hey, bro. It's cool, man. It's cool. So I've been
That's
enjoying
cool.
that. I've been enjoying that. But no, the new year been good, man. The new year been good. Then I hear this news that High Five Rush, well, like might be coming to the Switch. Like I said, it should already. Like I mean, honestly, I've been said that it just makes sense. People don't really buy games like that on Xbox, not even like on no console war type stuff. But like even something like Minecraft, when they did the recent Minecraft game, Phil said himself it sold better on Nintendo. Like it's so better on Nintendo than all the other platforms. So I mean, a lot of the Xbox dudes now they just like talking about Xbox and stuff like that, but they're not really like Xbox fans or whatever. So I mean, hey, I'm down with it. Just give me a physical release, Phil. That'd be the only thing you did right. Give me a physical release of Hi-Fi Rush. I'll take that.
That's fair. And like I said, I don't want to dissuade us real quick, but I got you on here live. I was thinking of you and I was gonna hit you up because we saw a nice swim. I was like, yo, that actually was better than I thought it was gonna
It
be.
was. It
Yeah.
was. The trailer is very deceiving
Yep.
because the trailer don't make you think that it's gonna be about like this baseball player and all it, like his family. I was thinking it was about to be like this teenage movie where
Yep.
it's a bunch of like dumb kids just constantly getting in the swimming
Yeah.
pool
Stop
and
going in the pool. There, no one
yeah,
dies.
but it actually had a good plot to it.
A
It had a
good
good
plot
plot
to it. And
to it.
you know what's cool? It had a good plot and it actually made you want a prequel. Like it made you be like,
Hmm.
remember when you seen the ring and you was like, now I want to know more.
More
It made me
about
like,
it. Yep.
yo, I want to know more.
Yeah, like I wouldn't
Yeah.
like hell, like I wouldn't even mind if they would have just went with the family from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that would have been cool. So yeah, they
Yes.
could do a lot with that. They could do
Yeah,
a
they
lot
could
with
do a
that.
lot with it. Yeah, I give it credit. I hope it made decent money to make
I
at
think
least.
it will. I think it will. I think like the horror genre when it comes to movies like they do good in the theater
Yeah,
still because it don't take that much to make the horror movies, but they profit a lot.
yeah. And Kurt Russell's son is getting a big name now too.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
he's getting out there, like with him and Monarch and stuff like that. So that's kind of good timing because Monarch is still current.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yo.
back to gaming. But yeah, I want to mention that to you. So yeah, let me ask you this, K9.
Hmm?
If you could take any game, right, and it got to be one game, because you was a big Xbox fan. If you could take one game and put it
Well, I still
somewhere
am a big
else.
Xbox fan, Cowboy. Like this ain't Xbox. Like the stuff people rep
Okay,
right now, that's
okay,
not
all
Xbox.
right.
Xbox died.
So if Game Pass could take one game
Right.
and put it somewhere else, right?
Hmm.
Like we're suggesting Hi-Fi Rush. What if Hi-Fi Rush went to Nintendo? What if Sea of Thieves went to PlayStation? Like, what would be your game that you feel like this would do really well if it also went where?
I feel like Hi-Fi Rush would do better on Nintendo. I feel like
Okay.
Hellblade 2 would do better on PlayStation.
Yeah, definitely that. I can see that, especially
Yeah.
since
You know
Heavenly
what would
Sword.
do best on PlayStation? Halo. Put Halo on PlayStation. Come on.
Nah.
Why? Sony already has Bungie.
Hey, bro,
Might as well
like,
just let them
hey,
have
bro,
it
like I
all.
said, hey, I don't mess with this new Game Pass stuff, but I'm still an Xbox. Nah, Xbox
No.
still like in my blood, bro. Like, nah, y'all don't need that. But half I
Well,
rush to Nintendo, and like I said, with Hellblade 2, I think that would do better on PlayStation.
I can see that. I can.
So if
You
they're
know.
smart, that's what they would do. Because I mean, at the end of the day, these Game Pass fans, they shouldn't be mad at anything. Because I mean, like, hell, they play they play their games on everything now, right? They play it on toilets,
What I was saying
handhelds, they
earlier.
play it on their phones, they play it, like on they cheap PCs, on they 4090 PCs.
Yep.
So what the hell is the Switch and PlayStation playing your games too now at this point?
No, it's a good point. And I think for Microsoft, again, like, if there was a game that was older, right, and
Mhm.
it like, okay, you're not making any more new, like the game isn't growing. It's like when PlayStation put their games on PC. It's like, okay, let's find a new avenue to make new revenue because
Mhm.
it's saturated. It's not making any more money. So I
Right.
think, yeah, you take a big game like, let's say a Sea of Thieves, right? That was a super popular at one point, and you put it somewhere else. Why not?
I think Sea of Thieves ain't gonna do anything on.
No.
I think I think Sea of Thieves is fine. I think Sea of Thieves got its targeted audience from like where it's at right now, and that's
Right.
honestly more so on PC. I think that's like a good PC game. Xbox was dumb anyway to not put Hi-Fi Rush on Nintendo sooner. Nintendo would like Nintendo would profit way well. Okay. Hold on. Nintendo would definitely make Hi-Fi Rush a bigger IP, and them putting Hi-Fi Rush on Nintendo has a chance to make Hi-Fi Rush a bigger IP or whatever. So if they're smart, that's what they would do.
Exactly.
I will
Yeah.
say though, I
Yeah,
think
I think it was actually a part of the contract, and or maybe like they grabbed the exclusivity for time exclusivity or whatever.
Maybe because if I made this game, like, because remember this game was already made, like, if like no console warship, but Xbox really had nothing to do with this one right here, like that, like this one was already pretty much ready to
Kind of
go.
like with Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, and that was
Right. Right.
a Kickstarter type project or whatever that a lot of PlayStation fans actually put a lot of money into. That's why they had to make the PlayStation version of that one. Now, I will say this, I do feel like I did hear that Xbox did help a little bit with the Psychonauts like boss fights or something like that. With
Yeah.
this game though, this was pretty much ready to go. Like
Right.
already ready to go, and I believe Tango, they probably really did want this game to be everywhere because this being an Xbox exclusive actually hurt the game more than it helped the game. Yeah, you got the fanboys who they're praising the game, but Cowboy, imagine if for the holidays parents
Hmm.
was to go into like the shops and stuff and they see Hi-Fi Rush for the Switch. You get what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah.
it would have.
Remember, no. So here's what's funny. Remember, you was talking about on your channel a
Hmm.
long time ago, and remember we was talking about just, can you imagine Nintendo having plushies and of
Yup.
the different character, like that's the marketing that this game could have did. I think.
You see
You know.
Peppermint 808 sitting right next
Yeah.
to Mario and
Yeah.
Toad and stuff like that, man. They would have did dumb numbers if this would have
Yeah, I
been on
think so.
Nintendo. So I think and remember the dude who was part of Tango, he ended up leaving. I think he was pissed. Because like imagine if you worked on something and you knew that it had a chance to be something like great, like big or whatever, and it got praised. Like
It
from
got. Oh
social,
yeah,
like
it was a
nobody
hero. It was a
yeah,
hero for the
nobody talks
beginning.
bad about Hi-Fi Rush. Like
No.
Hi-Fi Rush is a great game, but that just shows you how much Xbox can devalue a game at this point. Which
Well, I
like I
think
said,
I think for the time though, it did good for Xbox because it helped. Like, remember it came out in the beginning of the
not
year, and
necessarily.
well, because it was the talk of the town. It could do no wrong. It was shadow dropped. Like, people went crazy for the game, and it made Xbox look good. Because remember, everybody was like, "Hi-Fi Rush is way better than Forspoken," and like
Right.
it
But
did.
Cowboy, we're talking about right now, we're talking about
Oh
this
yeah,
social media shit. We're not talking about the
right.
Oh
real world.
God.
I
Nobody
got
cares. It like Hi-Fi Rush had a chance to be something big. Like think about it like this. Alan Wake 2, right? Alan Wake 2 has received nothing but praise, but technically it's a flop. Alan Wake 2 ain't selling. You get what I'm saying? Like Alan Wake 2 ain't selling, but on the internet, it's oh my gosh, Alan Wake 2
Yeah,
is it's
true.
so amazing on the like video games. It's so amazing. Same thing with like Hi-Fi Rush. It was the same thing. Hell, a couple years ago with Deathloop, all you heard on the internet was yo Deathloop, Deathloop. Oh my god, game of the year, game of the year. It sold like shit though. What I'm saying is the companies need to start they need to like gaming needs a reset. You need to realize that these corporations need to stop just worrying about how they can get over with this social media shit and these like influencers like these you know how like you have like B-list actors. It's like these B-list influencers. You need to get back to how it used to be. That's why I don't know if you knew recently it was a game called Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls that came out, right? So the Nintendo Switch version of the game didn't get a physical release of the game. It sold so poorly that they had to go back and they just recently made a physical release for the game. Because like on social media, you'll start like a lot of people would make you think like digital is taking over digital. It's not. It's not. Physical is on the rise. Digital is still doing good too. But it's just a lot of things that these companies doing. I think that they just got so obsessed with like social media and they're forgetting the real world.
TK, may
Mhm.
may I ask you? Because I do agree with what you're saying with Hi-Fi Rush. If it would have released on Switch, it would have definitely done like much better.
Right.
But do you think maybe the decision why Microsoft made it exclusive was because, let's face it, like the year before that, they basically released like little to no games, so their fan base were like kind of like expecting to see more exclusive, and because that's probably was the closest exclusive they had, maybe that's why they made that decision.
No,
Maybe for
how
like
I, oh, are you done or was you my
no, go
fault?
ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
no, okay. So I feel like how they handle it, Cowboy. You know, I said it. I said that they mishandled Hi-Fi Rush completely. This is not a game that should have been shadow dropped. This is something that you build to be a household franchise right here. You had something special with this and you dropped the ball. If you didn't have anything, the fact that they didn't have nothing coming in, what it was 2022, right? 2022 was a bad year. This should have been one of the games that you was already hyping up that was going to be released. This was a game that you should have been hyping up that like in 2023, this is why you need an Xbox. Is it like we got Hi-Fi Rush coming. At that point, we was looking at Redfall. Like that was gonna be a big one. We got Starfield coming. You don't just stealth drop this and you expect for the internet word of mouth to be what gets you over. You have to remember that yes, you can do the internet shit and have your B-list influencers do what they do, but you need to still have your ass out in the real world. The same, like it's the same way how something like Alan Wake 2. If Alan Wake 2 would have had a physical release for the holidays, Alan Wake 2 would have done a lot better also, especially if people was going in the stores looking for like a Halloween game to stream or something like that. You cannot depend on this social media platform with like what the top people in this like gaming circle be what at like maybe 100,000 if you're lucky. That's not that what the fuck is that? No, you need to have your stuff out there. And all I'm saying is for something like Hi-Fi Rush, that game could have been something special and something big. And hopefully, with it going to Nintendo Switch, hopefully Nintendo Switch can like do something to make this kind of like a household name or whatever. Like Xbox needs to depend on Nintendo at this point for games like this, and they might have to depend on PlayStation because right now the games releasing on Xbox is not looking good. Like Starfield, no matter how many people want to how many people want to praise Starfield. Cowboy, if you go on Amazon right now, Stray is selling more physical copies on Amazon than fucking Starfield. I'm talking about the game with the cat.
The thing, but the thing is, because Game Pass is always going to get in the way a little bit because it just makes sense, right? What if you have or here's the two things with Game Pass, right? If you have access to Game Pass and you really want that game, why buy it? But here's the second thing. Look at me, right? I played some of the games. You'd be like, why are you playing that game? I played the racing game Ride 5 the other day. They was like, "Why are you playing that motorcycle game?" I was like, "I don't know. I heard it had good graphics, right?" So I think the issue with I did. I was like, bro, when they first started showing videos 2 years ago, the graphics looked amazing. I didn't want, but the thing, my point to bring it back is some people are going to use Game Pass just for that reason, just to try a game, and then guess what? They might not even mess with it no more. But if they bought it, they probably would keep playing it, and it could have better numbers.
You appreciate it more. You appreciate the things that you buy more.
Quantum Error has good graphics.
Quantum Error. Oh yeah, I did see Cowboys.
You know what game has the best? You know what game has the best graphics, and you'll be able to get an upgrade for $10 next month. Not next month. Next week.
Graphics is subjective.
The Last of Us Part 2.
Graphics is still subjective, but
Graphics are subjective, dude. Look at The Last of Us Part 2, and then compare that to Hi-Fi Rush.
No.
Which one's more?
That's different, though.
That's different art styles, right there. That's like,
which one
that's
looks like
it could be okay. So that's like this. You can have a game like Mortal Kombat 1, right? That has a more realism art style, but then you can have a game like Dragon Ball Z Fighters that has that anime, like that anime style art style. But a lot of people would look at Dragon Ball Z Fighters and say that's a beautiful game in the same way they would look at Mortal Kombat and say that that's a beautiful game. So that's just your taste. That's your opinion.
I'll tell you something, TPG, real quick. Like if you compare like The Last of Us and, for example, Hi-Fi Rush, if you, let's say 20 years from now, if you look at both of them, I bet you that Hi-Fi Rush will age way better.
I think
because
Hi-Fi Rush will stick out more than The Last of Us.
It's because of the art style. Because like when you go more realistic, as technology advances, there's gonna be games that are gonna keep looking better.
I was just saying, like,
but because of the art style that Hi-Fi Rush is gonna,
some people, Cowboy here, for example, he doesn't like the Spider-Man movies. He doesn't like the animated ones, but he likes the live action ones.
I mean, but I watched them all. I mean, I still went and seen both. I seen both Spider-Man movies, but I mean, I prefer live action. But no, I think that was a great point. If you look at Hi-Fi Rush, it's a
TPG's got to make everything look bad.
A cartoon jumped out, and you're playing a cartoon.
Facts.
So me personally, guys,
I think Sour Blow has a really good point, though. Years later, you will definitely Hi-Fi Rush is going to hold up really good, But
it will. But me personally, I hope it's Starfield on PlayStation, so this whole Starfield is the greatest thing ever narrative will die.
Honestly, Starfield was even the best Xbox game. Come on.
Starfield was now. Whoever enjoys Starfield, like I was talking to Bio earlier. Bio, he played he liked the Fallout games and stuff like that or whatever, right? He said he don't think Starfield was a bad game, but it was definitely overhyped, and like Fallout 4 and all of that is like way better. I don't think Starfield being on PlayStation would do anything. It's not going to move the needle or anything. Like I said, that's a console war. Like it's a console war thing. It's like if Starfield was to go on PlayStation right now, it's not going to do anything. It's gonna sell probably a couple thousand copies or whatever, and that's gonna be it. It's not going.
It would happen. I think that the
it's going to get review bombed.
Get more negative
on PlayStation Store.
They're going to be like, we don't want this shit. We don't want this.
More one-star reviews. I don't want this shit.
Now, Hellblade 2. That is something that I can see benefiting more for PlayStation. That's one that will like sell better. What people need to realize is it's a difference between PC gamers and console gamers, no matter how much they want to separate it. And I feel like a lot of the PC gamers that's in the console wars are like rejected console gamers or whatever they work out for. Like
you were rejected by Xbox.
No, but for real, it's like PC gamers normally tend to like different style games, right? Like the World of Warcrafts, the Smites. You will see them play stuff like Civilization, like games like Dead by Daylight. Like Dead by Daylight is actually more like it was more of a PC style game or whatever. It just became real
Baldur's
big.
Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate. Like these are like games. Starfield, Fallout. Like these are games that honestly they work better for PC. Now, I would say something like Fallout is kind of like a blend of something like Dead by Daylight, even though they're different genres.
Right.
Those are two style games that yes, some console gamers are going to enjoy and PC gamers are going to enjoy. But for the most part, something like Starfield, that's a game that people was looking forward to. The PC community was looking forward to modding and doing all of that extra stuff with. Console gamers don't give a fuck about that type of stuff for real. Like console gamers, they like the graphics. This is why when I hear these console gamers on the internet talk about like
Right.
60 FPS and stuff like that, like, oh, I can't play a game if it's not 60 FPS. You take all of these people that's online saying that they can't play a game that's 60
Oh
FPS, and
God.
you take all of these other people that's in the real world who don't give a fuck about if it's 60 FPS or not. They just see
Like
what the
Cowboy.
graphics look like. No, I look, me and
TK,
Cowboy the same
you
way
didn't
with
hear the
that.
new one. You didn't hear the new one, TK.
What's the new one?
People get dizzy from 60.
Really?
Oh
That's
God.
a thing.
No.
That's the thing.
Actually,
Come
that's a
on.
thing for real.
No, I can say this. I know Amanda, she can't play games that's at 120. She'll
Nah.
like
Fuck,
it's too
dude. That fucking make me
No,
it's
nauseous.
too
hold on, hold on, hold on. You know what's funny? See, I said this the other day in the Discord. I said we were talking about this. I said I will say this. When I play Teardown, I play it at 120, and it does like I could play it, but as I'm playing it, I do feel that I feel like dizzy, but I'm able to push through it. But when I
right.
finish playing, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like that feeling that
Mm-hmm.
much, but I'm able to
Facts.
push through it. And I will say that game because it's first person. I don't know if maybe I need to change the because you can mess with the FOV on it and all that,
No,
but
it's
Never
just
mind.
it's like that. Not everything. What
Mhm.
people need to realize, and this is the problem with the internet. The internet takes away originality because what
Right.
happens is one big streamer or one big influencer, once they Cowboy, once they show you, oh, this is how you should do your podcast, or this is how
Yep.
you should do this, everybody copies. Once that
Everybody
big
copies.
influencer say, this is the settings you should play with, everybody copies. Once this is how you should play your game, everybody copies.
Everybody copies.
What people don't realize is not everything is meant to be the same for everybody else. Yes, you might love playing at 120. Cowboy, for example, I played Dead by Daylight for the first time on the PS5 not that long ago,
Mhm.
right? I had to change the settings because it was at 120.
Yep.
So I don't like when I
Right.
was moving the camera, it was like swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. I'm like, oh hell no, like I'm missing turns and stuff like that.
Right.
Now for somebody else, they might like that. For me, I needed to change the sensitivity off and stuff like that and take it from 120 to put it back to like 60. So I
Right.
was good, I was comfortable with that or whatever. And that's what people don't realize. Everybody try to force their
Well,
their
it
preference
yep. It's all
on somebody else.
yep.
And the sad thing is their preference not even their own though, Cowboy. It's
And
somebody else's. It's
I
somebody
feel
else
like
who's just bigger than them.
that's not only with streamers. I feel like that's also with a lot of the pro player, like esport pro players now. Because a lot of them like make these. Oh, this is how you get pro and everything, and people will follow it.
Well, that's
yeah,
a
I mean,
gaming thing.
So
And yeah,
But
yeah.
still, I
so
kind of
Lion
saying that.
so Lion on Twitter said watch it be Pentiment
Oh no, they ain't doing, bro.
on
Nobody give a fuck about
PlayStation.
that shit. About that shit. Like I said, if Xbox is smart, like and like I said, Xbox gamers should, well, Game Pass gamers shouldn't care about what Microsoft is doing no more or whatever,
yeah.
because like it's like as long as you're still being able to play the games with Game Pass and how you like to play them, you shouldn't care if the other consoles, those platforms get
Right.
to play your game too, because if we're being like legit and fair and honest, Xbox isn't really your classic console no more, right? It's not your traditional
Yeah.
console like type thing no more. So honestly, Xbox don't even need to be in the so-called console wars. Like, I mean, if anybody's still fighting in the console space, is PlayStation and Nintendo. So
Yeah.
just let Xbox put their stuff on PlayStation and
And
Nintendo. Don't worry about it, and just profit from it. From, I guess, like maybe hell, maybe when they selling more games, maybe it's gonna keep Game Pass down for y'all. Like maybe y'all
and
ain't got to worry about.
honestly, it's funny, K9. I was just about to say, it makes more sense to let
Oh,
Microsoft do what
xCloud.
they do, putting their games wherever, because that might make you get more games in Game Pass.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know?
Or keep the price down.
100%.
Or keep the price down. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
maybe now they're gonna be like, okay, well now since we getting this income
Yep.
from Nintendo and PlayStation, y'all don't have to worry about Game Pass being
Correct.
$25 a month now.
Yep. That's
So
Yep.
smart business. It's smart business. I mean, yeah, it's just, you know what it is? It's going into a new. Yes, it might upset some of the older Xbox people, but like when you kind of distinguish it between Xbox and Game Pass, at the end of the day, there's a future for Game Pass fans. And
yeah.
so at the end of the day, it's like when people say, "What if they go all third party?" So what? Like, so what?
Yeah,
They
If they're
already kind of got a foot in a little
right.
bit. You know what I mean?
The
So
thing
if
is,
they're
to me,
smart,
like if they're gonna fund, to make Xbox better, why don't you use the Call of Duty money also? I
They're
mean,
not because FK
you
they
know what
don't
I'm
care
saying?
about making Xbox. We know Xbox as the console. They're trying to take the Xbox name from just being attached to the console and make
correct.
it like part of everything else. So they
Right.
really don't care
Right.
about making the Xbox console experience good for the Xbox console gamer. They are literally the last priority. Their focus is that subscription service and constantly bringing in money. So if they trust me, if that's the case, think about how big Minecraft was, right? Well, Minecraft is. When they made that Minecraft game, they wouldn't have put it on PlayStation and Nintendo, but they knew that as far as the people, they knew that the people on Xbox that's on Game Pass, hell, they gonna play it. They gonna play it, like regardless or whatever. Like if they're into that and they're on Game Pass, they're not about to get that extra $60 from the Xbox community, right?
Right.
But
Right.
for the Nintendo community, they got that 60. And in that interview when Phil Spencer was crying, pretty much talking about how, like like pretty much, like how like they
Yeah.
can't do the traditional
They
console
lost the
stuff no more.
console
Yeah.
war.
He talked about how Minecraft sold better on Nintendo. He said, yeah, he was like, when you look at the sales on Minecraft, and actually Phil Spencer was trying to like downplay Hi-Fi Rush. I don't think Phil Spencer really liked Hi-Fi Rush. I don't know. I think it was some bad blood with this game, bro. Like with Hi-Fi Rush and Xbox, because if you no, like, look, if you watch the interview in the beginning, because I remember I streamed the interview and I did a reaction to it. In the beginning of the interview, when they was talking about like like what's going on with Xbox and stuff like that,
Mhm.
Phil was like, but I mean, if you really think about it, it's really not that
Yeah.
like we're kind of doing good. And I know
To
that people
me,
are praising
yeah.
Hi-Fi Rush. Remember, he said, I know people are praising Hi-Fi Rush because it's like the new shiny toy. But I mean,
Yeah,
think
and he
about
said Age
Age
of
of Empires.
Empires is
Yup,
better.
exactly,
Yeah.
bro. Bro, wow.
To me, hi-fi was like Xbox's first exclusive that was like a kiddie game since Super Lucky's Tale.
But Hi-Fi Rush not even. I wouldn't even consider Hi-Fi Rush a kiddie game. That's
Bring
the
up
thing.
ancient
It's
history
a.
there.
It
I
just
wouldn't.
here's the thing. It just the aesthetics. If you don't play it, you'll take it that way. But if you actually play it,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
there's few moments where some of the characters, but it's not really a kiddie like it. Because I played and beat it, and I would not put it as
A
the
kiddie game,
Yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't
Like
put it as a kiddie game. Yeah,
it
Yeah.
just has that art style, like that
yeah.
anime shades,
Right.
Like
like that style shaded
it,
art style.
it has moments where it gets silly, but
Mhm.
not kiddie. It
But
gets
I mean,
silly.
hell, look at the movies we watch now. Look at the Marvel and the DC movies and
Yeah.
stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, I can't
Yeah.
consider that a kiddie game, even for something like Forspoken. I'm almost close to beating Forspoken.
Okay.
It's a lot of comical shit in
Right.
Forspoken or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Now, would you consider Forspoken
Nah, hell no.
Forspoken reminds me
She
of a
cursing, she cursing every 4
it's
seconds.
like a edgy teenage young adult type game, Cowboy.
Right.
That's what I pick up from it, right?
Right.
And I feel
Yep.
like that's kind of what Hi-Fi Rush, the like the comedy that they go for. I feel like it's kind of like that too. But if you just look at the art style, it's like, I mean, I still don't get kiddie from it. I still don't get kiddie from it.
What gets Hi-Fi Rush where you could feel his kitty, or I call it silly, is the robots you encounter. You know, like the dudes be in the hallway and all that. They always have that humor and stuff.
That
Hey, yo,
that's
but
a
that
rhythm
motherfucker
game.
was funny, bro.
It's a
Yeah, I
rhythm
don't call
game.
it
Hey,
kitty,
yo.
Proper
but I think it
rapper.
is silly.
Hey, bro, remember where he was like, "Yo, am I okay?" And Chow was looking at him like, That motherfucker, yo, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
but no,
Yeah.
Half-Life Rush is a really good game. Even when I was doing that Xbox, the Nintendo contract signing, and I was just bashing Xbox left and right, like every chance that I got. I could not talk shit about Half-Life Rush, bro. I praised the
That's
hell out of that game. I praised the hell out of that game because it was a good game, and that's what Xbox needs to focus on. Well, I mean, at this point, like I said, they're clear in the direction that they're taking. So whoever is a fan of Game Pass and like that subscription service and stuff like that, just take yourself out the console wars at this point because
right.
like I mean, this is the future that you wanted. This is the future. A lot of the people who rep Game Pass start caring more about the financial, the
Right.
finances and shit like that,
Right.
than the actual game. So I know people, me personally, Cowboy, I know you pretty much been
Mhm.
PlayStation majority of your time, but I know you said that you
Right.
did mess with Xbox a little bit.
Yeah.
I
I got Game
remember
Pass right now.
Cowboy, I remember when being an Xbox dude, you really ain't give a fuck about Call of Duty being like this,
Nah. Yep.
the end all save all for Xbox. Cause you was like, bro, we got Halo, and I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
even know if you remember when Call of Duty when PlayStation had the Call of Duty marketing rights for, I think it was Modern Warfare 2 or the
Mhm.
remake one. Remember,
Yeah.
Xbox had the Battlefield one, and all of the Xbox dudes was talking to how, man, Call of Duty, watch now, bro. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Battlefield about to like shit on this and
That
blah
was
blah
2 years
blah
ago.
blah. That was 2 years
Two
ago, and
years
So
ago.
they
now,
got it. Yeah.
oh no, I was just about to say, now they just all hail Call of Duty. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
So
it is
there's this
like
Xbox fanboy on Twitter. He's expecting, like, if Hi-Fi Rush goes to Nintendo, he's expecting Nintendo to give one of their exclusives to Xbox,
No.
that's
or
not gonna happen.
if something goes to
No.
PlayStation,
I think
PlayStation give one of their exclusives to Xbox.
yeah, it's not gonna happen. I think we could clearly. Here's the cool thing. I think with all of us, right? We could all clearly say we know the difference. There's a console war and there's not, and we all could lean in the console
100%.
war, but we know it's also a reality. Like I love when 2K makes sense out of there's the whole social media, and then there's the real people. Like for instance, my friends I went to high school with. We got a chat. Man, I don't never walk up in that chat talking about the stuff I talk to
Hell
y'all about.
no.
They'll laugh me about it. They be
Hell,
like, "What? You talking about the businesses and how much money is an Activision deal?" They just talking about video games. They
they
will
gonna
laugh
ask you.
me out of there.
They gonna
So,
ask you, bro. Why the fuck do you care?
right?
Like,
They be
bro,
like,
yeah.
"What?" So, yo, that's why none of my friends watch my stuff, bro. None of my actual friends, they don't come to my channel because they're not into this. They
hey,
just play
Cowboy,
video games,
same, bro. Hey, yo,
bro. They do not mess with me. I don't even share my videos. They will laugh me out the boom, bro.
look, they
You
hit me
know,
up and they be like, bro, if you trying to play like Mortal Kombat or Madden or some shit like
right?
that, bro, hit me up, bro. But, yo, that whole shit you be doing, that
Yep.
concept, bro. Yeah, I'm good on that. Like, I'll be like, yo, hey,
Yeah.
respect,
So
respect.
like, and that's why I know, like, I get the stuff we talk about. It's like if you're in the sports and you know the numbers or like it's just one of those things. Like we're more into the everything because it's
hmm
entertaining to us. But we can differentiate and say, yeah, this ain't real. So
Which
this
most
ain't
people aren't
reality.
into that with sports when you think about it. Like
Mhm.
when you if you ever like pay attention to the statistics where it's
Mhm.
like, yo, this many people tuned in to watch this game and blah blah blah
Right.
blah blah. But then you watch on YouTube like how many views like the sports stuff get, that should be low. When you like when you really think about for football, right? The Dallas
Right.
Cowboys, right? The Dallas Cowboys is the most profitable team in sports, like entirely. That's soccer, whatever. Like Dallas Cowboys, right? Go to the Dallas Cowboys page though and see how many subscribers they got. Because
The
people
thing
don't give
is,
a fuck about that. People don't Cowboy. They like, no, I know when my team playing
Right.
and I'm gonna
That's it.
watch it. I don't need
Mhm.
to like now you're gonna have some of those people who's Cowboys fans who's gonna follow the team and they
Right.
want to see every little video and stuff like that. But
Right.
for majority of the people, it's just they know when the game is coming on
That's it.
and that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm telling you, my friends don't know nothing about no ABK deal, and they don't care about if Microsoft did this and PlayStation did. They just want to play their games, and they have their console wars like the old stuff. Like, oh, well, this game's better than that game. No, it ain't. Our console wars. Oh well, the deal
Yeah.
at Activision
Bro.
is 40
Yeah. Well, actually,
million.
the profit and the revenue is different, and blah blah blah
Right.
blah. Like it's so stupid. Like when I was in the console wars, before this whole YouTube shit and stuff like
Right.
that, it was like you would go to like because I was repping Xbox, so it was like let's say Mortal Kombat X was out, right? It'd be somebody who would be like, bro, you can't see me on PlayStation. Like you can't see me on MKX on PlayStation or whatever, or you can't see me on Madden on PlayStation, or you can't you know like if you was to play the Uncharted multiplayer, like I shit on you. Like yeah, you beat me on Halo, but I shit on you on the Uncharted multiplayer. That's kind of how the console wars was. It was kind of like, all right, you know, we still enjoying gaming. We talking shit about the other platform, but we're still enjoying gaming. Now it's like it's that junk is like
hey, bro. Now it's like segregated.
it's
People don't
segregated. No
want
facts.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's why I
Yes,
was like, bro,
yes.
just play what you want. Like now it's like, oh, you really playing that? I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
like oh, you rep Xbox? So okay, no, I can't fuck with you. Or you rep PlayStation? I can't fuck with you. Or you like Nintendo? I can't. It's like, bro, it's not that serious. I remember when, no lie, I swear to God, Cowboy. I think I told you this before. Growing up, bro, I was the one with an Xbox. My boy Blackie was the one with the PlayStation, and my boy AK was the one with Nintendo. He had the GameCube. I had the Xbox. My boy Blackie, his real name Lamar, he had the PlayStation 2. We all went to each other's house to play the games. Like we all like that's why like how this shit is now, it's just so corny. Like I just look at the console wars, and when you take a like if you take a break from it, Cowboy, it's definitely hard to get back into it because then you start looking at it and you like, yo, damn, this shit cringy as
Yo,
hell.
you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I had right before like one of the last show of last year, right? I went to a whole little rant, said, bro, I'm gonna do my best to try to stop it as much as I can on my side. Like we gonna talk about it, but we ain't having no super long, drawn out, argue back and forth the console wars. Not over here no more, because it's just dumb. We're wasting time. People
fighting about who making the most money.
And FCAT's good for this. FCAT be like, there ain't no news. You don't need to talk about consoles. Like, bro, we could talk about what games you playing, like what you playing, what game. You know what I mean? Because there's still video games. You know,
and it's still important stuff that's going on that's not dealing with the like like the console war stuff that's going on in the console space or whatever, or just in gaming in general or whatever. So I mean, yeah, like everything don't need to be like console wars. Like it's a lot of people who I never unsubscribe to anybody. I never unsubscribe to anybody. But there's a lot of people who I just kind of don't even watch anymore because it's
crazy.
Look at all.
Okay, so I will say this. My I got the new job, so it's hard for me to watch people during the day like I used to. But yo, there's some people like once I took it's like you said, the break. Once I didn't watch them for like because when I got the new job, I was in training. So now like I could try to sneak and listen to stuff because I work from home. But once I took a break, I'm like, I don't know what's the point of going back because I'm not into the console.
Right,
like
exactly.
So it's kinda like, and not for nothing, I'm not gonna say any names, but there's some people that I'm bro. I'm like,
one game that's fallen heavily to the console wars, like really fallen heavily to it, is Siege. That game is console war territory right now.
Siege.
Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Oh, Rainbow.
Yeah, like
Why? 'Cause
Xbox
it
players
run-
will get mad if they're playing with a PlayStation player, same around.
That's crazy.
And it like it's bad. I've watched some videos and I'm sitting there like, dude, you're just playing a game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get why console players would be mad with going against another console player. Now, I have seen people get irritated with going against PC players.
On Siege, I get that, like going against a PC player on Siege, because honestly, they do have an advantage.
Right.
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
Going against another console player while you're on console, I don't understand that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be mad. I mean, I like honestly, me personally, I feel like that how crossplay should be handled. I feel like it should be something that you can give the person an option if they want to play with a PC player, but you can also just give them the option to keep it console to console. Because at the end of the day, the console gamers are the ones who actually pay for the online to even play online. When like the PC gamers, they're playing for free. So I mean, I like that's the only thing that I think should be changed with that. It should still the options to still allow them to should be in there. Like, oh, well, did you want PC to join? But if it's like, nah, fuck them, just keep it console to console, that should be an option right there.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely. When I came from, because I used to play mostly only on PC, and my buddies told me that because I was playing Sea of Thieves with them, and they made me get an Xbox console because they kept complaining about it. I'm like, you guys, you're just complaining. And then when I started playing, I'm like, oh, now I see what you guys are talking about.
Nah, yeah, bro, like that junk can be irritating. But hey, not to switch up the topic, Cowboy. I gotta ask you this, bro.
Let's go.
Bro, is Resident Evil 4 not the most like one of the most overrated fucking games, bro?
Bro, you know what's crazy?
It kind of is.
I played and beat Resident Evil 4. Me and Sandy played and beat Resident Evil 4. And yeah, bro, like they barely did anything new. Like they just upped the graphics. And I mean, I just again, you and me both got the love-hate relationship with Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, because
So
it's not a bad game, but it's so overrated, and it's like,
dude, you and me both agree. Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 was survival horror. I think they just said, listen, people are complaining it's too hard, they can't handle it. So what they do, start making you spin kick and do all type of stuff. And listen, I get that the popularity because the franchise was already cemented from Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, and but 4 came out, and listen, it's a good game, but for me, it brought the and Resident Evil is my favorite franchise.
Yo, same, one of mine.
But I feel like it brought the franchise down because it got the more action heavy, and I thought it was better with survival horror. So I love when you say you like that game on VR because it feels like Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree. It's overrated. And I was so pissed when it was on Game of the Year. I'm like,
it should have not been on Game of the Year. Hey, it should have not been Game of the Year. Like,
there's gonna be a different section for remakes and remasters.
Yeah, they should.
So it's just like I was hoping. I was like, because Resident Evil 4 out of the honestly, out of the Resident Evil games, especially the main line. Well, okay, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a fan of Ethan. But like out of the original, like the original games and stuff, it's just that kind of one that is like I beat it. My first time beating Resident Evil 4 was actually on the Wii. It was on the Nintendo Wii because I didn't have a GameCube. My boy AK had the GameCube. I ended up getting the Wii, and then they did like these archive games or whatever. And that was my first time playing Resident Evil 4. Beat it. Never went back to it. Right, like I've only beat Resident Evil 4 one time, like the original one time. Yeah. So then when the remake came, mind you, I normally buy every Resident Evil game day one. I didn't buy Resident Evil 4 day one. Like I waited, and I ended up getting Resident Evil 4 remake for like $30. But I was like, you know what? I'm curious to see what they changed with Resident Evil 4 remake, right? Like I was like, all right, maybe like maybe they did something different. It's like, all right, I'm a rock with this a little bit more. And I'm playing it. And look, hey Cowboy, I think I'm gonna start doing something with the channel, like doing like an unpopular opinion, like an unpopular opinion video.
Right.
But bro, unpopular opinion, bro. Resident Evil 3 remake, I enjoy more than Resident Evil 4 remake, bro.
Me too.
I was the opposite. I liked Resident Evil 4 remake better, but Resident Evil 2 remake is probably the best remake for me.
See, I actually like that. So here's my issue. Okay, so here's my issue.
It was too short for me.
The reason why I like Resident Evil 3 more than Resident Evil 2 is because they changed up too much. Like this is how much they changed up in Resident Evil 2. I literally the one time I canceled my GameFly. I canceled my GameFly because I was so much in the Stadia, and I was like, I don't even get games anymore on PlayStation 4. I'm just renting movies, so I canceled it for a week. Right. Went to the movie, seen Resident Evil Return to Raccoon City, right? And I'm watching it. I'm like, what the hell is this? When they had an orphanage and all that, I'm like, they just always I'm like, they always adding stuff to the movie, bro. And then I had the itch to play it. I was like, well, I never played the remakes, so now let me play remakes. I'm playing the remake, and I'm like, oh, they added that in this game. That's why they had it in the movie. I'm like, duh. But yeah, I mean, it was cool, but I just felt like they just they just added too much different to Resident
Yeah.
Evil 2, and I felt part 3 they kept it more close to what I remembered in part 3. So
No,
that
they
was my thing.
I think
They both
Resident
was
Evil 3 suffered from the internet thing or whatever. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like it's like
yes,
one like I was saying earlier, one popular influencer was talking about, bro,
yep,
Resident Evil 3 remake is so short and blah blah blah, and I
yep,
wanted more. And I'm like, bro, that's good. And technically, the original Resident Evil 3 was the shortest one out of all of them. So
right,
if you want the thing to be as close to possible as the
right.
original, then it did its job. On
Hey
top of
K9,
that,
this all I needed, bro. I was playing it. I was like, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. If they don't have that alligator, I'm flipping tables over. Bro, I
they
was like,
didn't
it's
have
one
it,
thing they gotta get right. They got
bro,
one shot, and
bro.
I was like, you know what?
Yo,
They have Nemesis every other corner. They
hmm
added they had to still back and forth with
yup,
Carlos and Jill. I was like, you know what, bro? They put the alligator in there. I was
yup,
like, there you go.
yup. Look, Resident Evil 3 remake, and I can go back and play Resident Evil 3 remake and just have fun with it. It's not
Right.
you you know like it wasn't a forceful thing to get through Resident Evil
Correct.
3 remake, right? Like
Correct.
it wasn't forceful. And I mean, I enjoyed my time with Resident Evil 2 remake
I
also,
did too.
but you know, Resident Evil 4 remake, it was a little forced at some areas. I was kind of like, bruh, wrap this shit up. This is just a rescue the president's daughter mission, bro. Like wrap this shit
I
up,
will
like
agree.
because they kept just throwing waves and waves of enemies
I
at you,
will
and
agree.
I'm like, yo, this is getting repetitive now. Like,
That part when you had to run around in the cave, I was like, yo, come the F
yeah,
on, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
and you had to jump in the boat and go to the
yeah, and
cave.
go to the other game,
I was
yeah.
like, yo.
it,
Yeah, that
it,
was driving me
and
crazy.
then at the end, Cowboy, it just got to the point where I was just like, bro, fuck it, I'm done fighting. I'm just running past all these motherfuckers. Any chance I got, because I'm like, yo, it's crazy that you got zombies working 9 to 5s now. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Like that.
yeah, you know the problem is because they wanted it to feel that action heavy, like because a zombie could get close to you and you could just kind of spin kick them or or
Or
you had like
parry, you got the
you had
parry
the knife
thing.
and all that.
Yeah,
But it wasn't the same like in Resident Evil, the other ones, if a zombie get on you, whoa, it was a little more
yes,
like
it was different. And
yeah,
you,
it was different.
it
It's different feel.
I wish that Capcom would go back, because I'm telling you, the one game right now you like that you should try out, Cowboy, because you
Mhm,
know you like the old Resident Evil games. It's this game called Tormented Souls. It
mhm.
is like the new everybody who loves the old school Resident Evils love Tormented Souls, to the point it's getting a sequel. It's getting a sequel now. But I just wish that Capcom would go back and do a game like that, like even if it has to be Dino Crisis or something like that, because with the fixed camera angles, man, and the
Yeah,
like it the fixed camera angles added a different element to horror, because you could go through a door and you're hearing some shit but you can't see it, right? Because how the camera is, it, like it's not showing you what's across the hallway. It's not like you hearing some noise but you don't know
right.
what the hell is there. You don't know if
Like
something's behind you.
like Resident Evil 1 when them hunters was down the hallway, but you couldn't see them.
Yo,
And
yes.
they would just jump out. You was like, oh, I
Oh
didn't know
shit,
what was
yeah.
going. Hey, yo. Hold up. I got the I pulled the trailer. Let me check this out.
Yeah, so this is the second one. This is the one
Yeah.
that's coming out this year.
That was back in Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm telling you, the game is so good, Cowboy. The first one was
Gameplay was
so
like
good, man. I'm telling you, the first one was
look it
so
up.
good.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the first one, they even had this moment in the first one where it's like you're in the mansion. Like, like they do that thing where it's like it looks just like the mansion or whatever. And the game did so good. Now, mind you, that's a game that you're not going to hear most people talk about in the console
Right.
wars and shit like that or whatever. But the game actually did so good that it's getting a sequel. Like that was the game. I forgot the year that Metroid Dread came out. If Metroid Dread didn't come out, that was the game I was saying that year that was my game of the year. I was like, yo, Tormented Souls. And then when Metroid Dread came out, I was like, oh shit, damn. Like Metroid Dread was too damn good. But yeah, you will
Okay, so
enjoy that.
it came out 3 years ago.
Yeah, yep. So it was the same year Metroid Dread.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. Man, you know what's cool is, see, this is what I was trying to say is we can have these conversations in gaming. It doesn't have to be what's better. We can just bring up, bro, did you ever play this game? And you didn't even have to say it was PlayStation. You didn't even say what system it was on.
Right.
You just said this game I played was dope.
So, so real quick question: do y'all think they're gonna announce developer direct for this month from Xbox?
For Xbox?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's already rumored
Apparently,
that it's
there's
gonna be next week.
Yeah, there's already Then there's also a rumor they might shadow drop another game. Which y'all think that game's gonna be?
If they shadow drop, probably saying we don't know about. So, like,
I think it's gonna be Stalker 2.
No,
Stalker 2 ain't
Nah,
there.
it ain't gonna be Stalker.
I have the collector's edition pre-order for Stalkers 2, so they definitely not doing that. Like, because right now Amazon, they always update me, like letting me know like the release date that been pushed back and stuff like that. So I ain't getting no notification from Amazon yet on that one.
Yeah, you screw over anybody who has that pre-ordered. I think I think it's going to be something small, something digital. Kind of like with Hi-Fi Rush, they just dropped it digital like only, and so probably like Towerborn. I could see Towerborn.
Towerborn one, but I will say this: Hi-Fi Rush was not a small game, bro. They just mishandled that one. Like Hi-Fi Rush was a great game. Now Towerborn, that looks like it's gonna be like a beat 'em up.
When I say small game, I think it's not like one of those massive AAA.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You could clearly see like, okay, yeah, this wasn't one of the big ones. You know what I mean?
You know what's hard though, Cowboy? I mean, listen, the quality of that game and the production in that game. Look, I get it. It's not like no Last of Us. It's not like the Uncharted or whatever. But you could tell
it ain't a Halo either or a Forza.
Yeah, but you could just tell that the same amount of love and care was put into that game.
No, they definitely put love into it.
Yeah,
they definitely put love into it. But I get where people would look at this and look at something else. And again, to your credit, it's probably because it was shadow drop. Because typically when you shadow drop something, it's not something that's that big. If it's something that was that big, you would have advertised, you would have hyped people up. So the impression was, oh, well, they shadow dropped it. So what is this game?
And I think that's where Phil fucked up. I think he dropped the ball with that one. Like he dropped the ball not treating that one. Like imagine, like just think about the response from Redfall and Hi-Fi Rush. You get what I'm saying? So just think about like if you would have.
Well, you know what's hard though is before you played it, who would have thought, right? So imagine if they dolled it up and showed the trailer, you might be like, man, until you played it, be like, oh, so that maybe they was afraid to put hype behind this, and people look at it like, man, it's Nintendo looking game.
No, but Cowboy, that's what they should have done. You get what? Like, all right, think about it like this. Think about like, I mean, they did all of that stuff with Red. Well, honestly, they didn't even market Redfall like that. I ain't gonna lie, like Xbox marketing his ass anyway. But if you did market Hi-Fi Rush like that, at that point, you got some Xbox fans who's gonna like it. You're gonna have some Xbox fans who's just gonna brush it off, right? Like they can just gonna brush it off. But what you're gonna do, you're gonna attract PlayStation and Nintendo fans. Like, hold up, so that's coming to us, and it's like, no, that's Xbox. Like if you want to play this game, because now you're getting people, gamers who's on another platform who that's a game that they're used to getting, who has to come to your
Well,
system to
I
play
guess
it.
so. I guess the thing that's good was the game ended up being good, right? So
Mhm.
if they would have advertised it and found out it was a hit, but listen, like you said, Phil sounded like he wasn't that behind it. So maybe he
I,
didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, or maybe he felt it was going to
I tell
upstage
you,
Redfall.
Yeah, he thought Redfall was fire.
Yeah,
He
bro.
thought-
bro.
I tell you what, I better see at this developer direct. I better see some damn dates.
they need
I
release
mean, they
dates.
had dates
Well,
last time.
well,
I need dates. I need gameplay.
Honestly,
well,
yo, Hellblade needs a release date.
Hellblade doesn't need a release date.
Hellblade
That'd be
needs a
cool.
release
Oh
date. I don't
yeah,
think
or at
I
least
like
like a month or like time window. Because
no.
if they
It needs a release date
Well,
because
guys,
that was
God,
the
I disagree. Just because PlayStation marketing, like you don't know we didn't know the release date for Spider-Man 2 until like 2 months before that.
no.
Like,
Listen. You can't do what like you can't put PlayStation in it because PlayStation hasn't been on no crazy drought like
that
Xbox.
is true. Yeah,
You can't be like oh like this year Cowboy. It was people talking about some. Oh well, what's the PlayStation first party games coming out? Motherfucker, do you know how many third party exclusives they got this year?
well,
Like,
you
don't
know what? I will say you got to give them credit. So as much as people talk about PlayStation don't got this and that, bro, they slapped together that trailer and made you think like, oh, look
yeah,
at they
like
threw
yeah.
Tekken in there. They threw Hell. They made you
They
be
threw
like, yeah, all
Project
right,
Eve. They threw Project Eve.
yeah. I ain't gonna
Bruh,
lie. And that was the
bruh.
2 minute. That little 2 minute trailer made you be like, okay,
With release dates. On top of that, Cowboy, they
yeah,
didn't even put stuff like it's a fighting game coming out, Melty Blood. I mean not Melty Blood, Under Night and Birth 2, right? It's
mm,
coming out on PlayStation and Nintendo. No Xbox release, no digital Xbox release, no physical Xbox release. Right after that, PlayStation got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, right?
yeah,
That's coming out. Now, Grand Blue Fantasy, the fighting game, just came out. So it got more people hyped to play Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. And what PlayStation did was they made it so, well, not PlayStation, but the Grand Blue Fantasy
right, right.
developers or whatever, they made it free to play. So it kind of has like a rotating fighting game roster, like how Killer Instincts was when it first came
Gotcha.
out on the Xbox One. So you
Yeah,
can play the fighting game for free, and then they got the Grand Blue Fantasy
that's
Relink
dope. Yeah.
RPG that's coming out on the second. It's going to be coming out on the second. Now, these Grand Blue Fantasy Relink won't even in the trailer. You get what I'm saying? So that's why when like Xbox dudes was talking about with what do PlayStation have come, shut the bro. They have games, right? Like not everybody cares about just when a first party game is coming out,
Well,
unless you
that
just
is
in the
that
console
is
war shit.
so that is the console war thing.
Yeah,
So you're
that's the
supposed to
yeah.
use that. But hold up, real
Well,
quick.
I feel like both have like really good
Yeah.
uh
Well,
third
hold up,
party
real quick,
no that
exclusives
Manny.
third
currently.
party.
Real quick, I got the new boys to the family is in here real quick. So let me just show them off. So Sandy. So guys, this is Rex.
Oh,
New to the
that's
family.
cute,
I bought
yo.
I bought Sandy Rex to go with Teddy. So bring on Teddy.
Where's Teddy?
And this is Teddy.
Oh, Teddy,
So
the big dog.
Sandy got a guinea pig for Christmas from her mom, or early Christmas present. So I surprised her and came home with little Rex. So he's little.
Oh,
He
that's
got
cute.
look at his hair. He got a little hairdo. He got a little calic. He got both sides. His different color on his eyes. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, these are new to the
oh,
family.
that's Sandy's babies right there.
And no,
That's
Sandy's wild because Sandy just bought. She got them pretty much a what we want to call that, a high rise. She just bought them today a cage that's like 3 stories. All right, come on, man, get out of here.
she's spoiling them. She's
Yeah, for
spoiling them.
real.
Oh,
All right,
that's cute.
all right,
Well,
get
that
out of
was
here.
nice of you, Cowboy, bro.
Hey,
That
little
was
dude.
nice of you, man.
Yeah, that was really cool, man. She
Yo,
she
so
had
how
no
did you
clue
surprise
too.
her? How did you surprise her?
Oh, it was dope. So I came home. I
Mhm.
went to the pet shop, came home, and it was Christmas Eve. So I was like, so you got me the PlayStation Portal as my early Christmas gift back on November 15th. I was like, so I got something for you. So she walked out the room. She was like, what? And I put all these pillows on the box. And I was like, that. And I had somebody else's present on top of that box. So she was like, that present's for somebody else. I was like, oh, my bad. Maybe it's underneath it. So she opened it. She's like, what's? Or open it. She's like, oh. So yeah, it was
Oh,
dope.
that's what's
Yeah, it
up.
was dope.
That's
That was dope.
cool. Yeah, that was dope, man.
Yeah, it's all on the video. You know me. I was able to catch that moment when she was like, "Oh my god!"
Earn some
But
brownie points. Earn some brownie points.
yeah, But anyway, guys, wrestling is on, and Sandy's trying to disrupt me with these little
You
guinea
know
pigs.
what? Yeah, I need to get on to my I'm not
Huh?
watching wrestling tonight. I'm watching the I gotta watch the Michigan
Football?
and Washington game.
Okay.
College football, yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to say this. I took the liberty to put everybody's link in the chat. So right here, Sour Blow. Make sure you guys check them out over there on the Xbox International Podcast. My man TPG has a channel. His link is right there. My man TK9 link is right there. So these links are all in the chat. I know Rain was on earlier. Rain, if you I don't know if you have a channel or not. I know this is the first time we started talking, but if you do, let me know. I gladly share it. And I know Rain asked in the chat, if you're still there, do I got a Discord? And yeah, we got Discord. We're always on there. Discord never sleeps because of Mr. Urban World and FCAT.
Yes, and you don't
being
have
I
to
know
be a member
FCAT,
to
yeah.
join the Discord.
Yo, I'll
You
wake
do
up
not
in the
have
middle
to
of
be
the
a
night,
member to
FCAT.
join the Discord.
Yeah, and like all of these stories, like topics, man, they in the
Yeah.
Discord. So
No, FCAT
yeah.
a real one. FCAT really important to this
Yo,
channel, yo.
FCAT, I always give him credit, especially so I
Yeah.
could blame him too. So if anything crazy happened, it's his fault. But
He
but
was
yeah, no,
right about
FCAT,
Stadia. Always got to get FCAT that. He was right about Stadia.
bro, he was 100%. My man, listen, we got trash for that, but he was right.
Yeah,
And
no, facts.
but yeah, man. I want to say this is dope, man. Thanks for jumping in, 2K9. Always love when you on, bro.
Oh
I
yeah.
always have a good time with you. Good stuff, man.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
know, I always try to warn people. Listen, he could be opinionated. He gonna go all in.
Oh yeah.
But,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
but nah, you got to be you. And I love people who are individuals. I love when you be yourself. You don't let people change you, and you just be you. And the cool thing is, if people see you for who you are, they'll
Mhm.
realize at the end of the day, you know, it's all about loving. You know, it's all fun and games.
Yeah, facts.
And same thing with you, Sarah Blow. Always love your level-headedness, man. You're an Xbox fan, but you're always like, bro, I just want to play video games. And so I like that when people could separate it, you know. So I think that's really cool too. And so it's cool to have you on here as like, you know, a fan of Xbox, but at the same time, you're like, listen, it's all fun and games, but I still just want to play video games. And you know, Maker of Chaos as usual, bro. You gotta come on here and tell us what's dying next, what's rest in peace, you know. And Maker, matter of fact, what's the next thing that's RIP, man? Come on, give it to us.
Oh,
One of
that's
these,
a tough one.
guinea pigs or what?
No. Well, let me see what's gonna die. Well, it looks like it's a game coming up that's gonna die. Oh, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. That one's gonna die.
Damn, yeah, that game gonna die, bro. Hey, K9, I know we can't say much about the about, you know, we signed the NDA and all, but
yeah, man. And look, yeah, man.
Yeah, that thing ain't really all it did was take for a bunch of stuff and didn't work.
Hey, look, Ellis owed me he owed me a free game too, right? Like we had made a bet football like in the beginning of the year. So it's a $70 game of my choice, right? At first I was like, bruh, I'm just gonna have you get Suicide Squad for me, right? I talked to him, I said, hey yo, no, it's gonna be a different game, bro.
Hey yo, you played that beta? Was like, nah.
It's gonna be a different game, bro.
Yeah.
And you know why though, Cowboy? Because I really do see that coming into the subscription services really quick.
Got you.
Yeah. So
yeah. You know what? And it might do good though.
That should be
it will.
Play game.
It will. I think it would be better going into the subscription services than trying to be this standalone $70 release. Is another unpopular opinion. Gotham Knights got a lot of hate that it didn't deserve, yo. Like, yeah, Gotham Knights was.
They could not recover from the whole no 60 frames.
Right.
It was they couldn't recover. And even bro, I was rocking it. Yeah, like they couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you like you was even like, yo, look, I ain't gonna lie, like I still prefer Avengers, but this ain't bad. Like,
no, this ain't bad at all. I play and mind you, you had to play all the way to level 6 to unlock the multiplayer, that little battle mode. I played all the way to that. I put my time in. That thing was dope. Yeah. So, but it's and listen, I was okay playing it. I didn't have a problem playing at 30 frames, but you know what the internet would tell you.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about that game was the open world.
What? It wasn't even that bad though.
It felt repetitive.
It was a little janky.
It felt repetitive to me after a while.
No, no. So I will say that if you feel like, okay, maybe it should have been more going on, but I feel like the open world is what made it stand out to me because they did a
Yeah.
great job. Like when I play Avengers, I feel like you don't feel that the height from the ground to the highest building actually does anything. But in
Hmm.
Gotham, you're like, whoa, you stand on a high building, look, and you're like, you kind of take back like this feels like a big city. And I
Yeah,
thought that's what it did well
and
to
you know
me.
what? It
Um,
you couldn't get lost in it because it was like it'll let you know what you needed to do to level up, and then you could just go to like the belfry, whatever it was called. Like you just go there and then you go to your main mission. So it was like, oh, you need to beat like so and so many gang members, and then you
See,
just
I
go.
didn't like that. I didn't like that it forced you to level up,
Oh,
like to
okay.
it's
do
unlocked.
these missions in order to progress. Like I would have preferred that was optional because
That's fair. That's
I didn't
fair.
like
They
those.
did feel like they should have been optional. To me, the best part of the game had to be the side missions with the villains,
Okay.
with like
Yeah,
Clayface
yeah,
and
like
the,
Harley and
Yeah, yeah.
Mr.
yeah,
Freeze.
because it actively like kind of changed the world. Like Mr. Freeze's or his thing was like the coolest bit because like it changed like an entire section of the map.
Yeah, that was
See,
And
cool.
see how I looked at the little side missions that they was doing though, like the little like yo beat this many gang members or beat this. It was kind of getting you used to how this new enemy type was about to fight.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So it'll be like take out this many tank characters or whatever. So you just
I don't know.
drive to like the like the little neighborhood that those tank characters gonna be at, and you would know what gang they was part of or whatever, and you just take them out. After you take them out, you level up, you go to the belfry, and then you just do like your main mission or your side mission. So
Best
it
thing in the game for me was that grappler hook was a
best thing
freaking.
that they can get in game for me was Batgirl ass.
Yo.
Look, I played Batgirl the whole time, Cowboy. I'm on my third playthrough right now, still playing Batgirl.
Damn. Nah, my dude was what was Neph's name?
Red Hood,
The big dude. Yeah, that was my
Red
dude.
Hood, yeah. I ain't
Yeah.
played with no other character yet. Like they even
I played
look,
Red Dead.
and this is why I don't care about like achievements or trophies, right? Like I swear, like some of the achievements and trophies be like the dumbest shit. That it's like, yo, bro, but I don't want to. It's like play with all four characters. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll never unlock shit like that. It's like, nah, I'm just playing Batgirl. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, even from back in the day, the OG Xbox when they created achievements, I just was never into achievements. I just always like, and I'm weird too. I don't even like Game Plus. Like people like, how you don't like? Because I just beat the game already. I rather
I'm
again, I
kind of
rather
like that too.
I rather go through the game and leave stuff like the side quest, and then when I
Mhm.
beat the game, then I like still have more stuff to do. I feel like if I'm just gonna do Game Plus, I just beat it already. So I kind of want to like my way of playing it, being stronger, is doing the side quest after I've beat the game. So now I am stronger. That's just my little thing. But
No, yeah, I'm kind of like that too. The only game that I kind of
Mhm.
do game plus with sometimes, and even sometimes then I just do like I won't
Mhm.
even do the game plus. I would just go to like a normal new game or
Yeah.
whatever. Is Resident Evil. Like,
Okay.
like sometimes I do a game plus because it's like,
Right.
you got like an infinite rocket launcher and you just
Right. Right.
blowing,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
like you
Yeah,
just
but see,
blowing shit up like that.
Resident Evil made you. I'm talking about back in the day. They made you want to actually do a
Hmm.
new game plus because you got really cool stuff
Yup.
to start over with. So you were like, why wouldn't I want to run around with the rocket launcher that you just got at the end of the game? Now you
Exactly,
get
right,
to
and
get up.
mess stuff up.
Yeah, man.
And then they encourage you to beat the game quick. That's why when like
Yeah,
people say like, yo, a Resident Evil game is quick, it's like, bro, they literally encourage you to beat the game in like an hour and a half or like
yeah.
less than that.
You
Like they
You remember the rumor of part two when they was like, "Oh, if you beat the game quick, you could get Ryu and all that stuff," and
Oh
people
yeah.
were trying to fly through Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I was like, "Yo, come on!" It was so quick. I was like, "Bro, I can't do that. I can't do it." But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So you know what's crazy, yo? Unpopular belief or unpopular opinion, maybe. I think Resident Evil 8 is like the worst one. Like, what is this,
Bruh,
Van Helsing? We
Cowboy,
got vampire werewolves. I'm like,
Cowboy,
y'all doing too much.
Cowboy, I would say this. Now, we disagree a lot. We're like we
Mhm.
disagree sometimes, but yo, my dude. I know that you a legit Resident Evil fan because I said the same
Bro.
goddamn thing. That's why when I was talking shit about Resident Evil 4 remake earlier, I was like,
Yeah.
all right, well, I ain't gonna talk about it ain't as bad as like Resident Evil 8. Like,
Yo,
like,
and first of all, I already don't like Ethan, yo. I don't like him. So it's like, I don't
yo,
know.
do
You know
you
what?
know
So,
IGN did a poll, Cowboy? I would not forget this. This was like a year or two ago.
mhm,
I think it was like 2 years ago, and I saw the poll. This why I was like, yo, bro, I cannot. Yo, the
I know
internet
what
is
you're
just
talking
a
about. I
lie.
know what you're
It's
about to
just a
say.
lie. It said, who's your favorite Resident Evil character? Cowboy. They had Chris up there. They had Claire up there.
Mhm.
They had Jill, Leon, and Ethan. Do you know
Bro,
Ethan won the goddamn
I
poll, bruh?
know.
I
Bro,
I
my
said, bruh.
man just came in it. Like, how?
You don't
This
even know
was
how this motherfucker look. Like this is like yo.
yeah, man, I love Resident Evil so much because look at all the characters you named. Like they have a way of they had all these games and they always add a new person, but they kept an old person. Like
Mm-hmm.
the interconnections, and that's why I didn't like part 7 that much. Because part 7 was a good horror game, it was just a bad Resident Evil game. It
Mm-hmm.
almost had nothing to do with Resident Evil besides the DLC with Chris. If
Yep.
it wasn't for that DLC, you'd be like, well, how is this Resident Evil?
Facts.
And so that bothered me. And on top of that, they decided to do first person, which bothered me because I just feel like Resident Evil should be like do VR, make
Yeah,
it
you
this
do
whole thing.
VR.
But you know what I mean? But
Resident
yeah, at
Evil,
the end
you
of the
want
day,
to see your character. Like you
bro.
want to see your character. Like
Now let me ask you this:
mm,
so I had got Resident Evil on Stadia, and so I was waiting for when they was gonna have that update and when they was gonna make the third person mode for Resident Evil 8. But then Stadia went under, and I was like, I ain't buying the game again, and I don't even want to use my GameFly for it because I think the
right.
DLC costs money. So did you get a chance to actually play? Because I was gonna do it, but I never did. Did you get to
Nope.
play part 8 in third person? Because maybe it would have been
Nope.
better.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you two
Damn.
reasons why. One, it was DLC that wasn't
Mhm.
free. Then
Okay, yeah.
two,
So no.
when they did the Resident Evil Gold Edition, the
Okay.
Village, I was going to buy that because I was thinking like, oh, okay, they're gonna put that on the disc, so everything's gonna be
Right.
included. What they did with that one, they just gave you the Resident Evil game, the standard Village game, and then they gave you a voucher. So yeah, I ain't even
Yeah, no,
messing
I
with it.
can't. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That game is not getting any more money out of me. So
nah, yeah, nah.
if I can't GameFly it and it comes with the DLC, nah, because I'm not spending money on that.
Yeah, if it come into like one of the subscription services, like included or something like that,
Right.
then like I play it like that. But other than
Yeah.
that, nah, I'm good.
Like I give them credit. Like they had the whole Rose thing. Like I wanted to play that because it would have been in third person. You know, with Ethan's daughter and all that.
Hmm.
Like 20 years later or whatever. But nah. Yeah.
And that shit better not be true. Now I haven't played it, but I lie to you not. If they added 20 years on top of that, that means that Jill is like 50 something.
No, they did. Yeah, no, they did. They
Bruh.
did. No, that's yeah. So they got a mode where it's all about Rose when it's like 20 years later she's grown up
Yeah, and the
and she
next
got
Resident
powers.
Evil, that shit better be a dream. That whole Ethan saga
Well,
was a dream of shit to come.
it's
It's
just
probably called
crazy
That,
something
that
different,
Ethan
right?
came out and just took over. Like, wait, what?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Well, it's
nah.
because 7's the best Resident Evil game.
yeah,
Hell
all right.
fucking nah.
Yeah, all right.
Yo, those fighting words, right?
For real, yo, like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, that's oh man. Oh man.
I'm just kidding. Everyone knows 4 is.
Hey, yo, those fighting words too, bro.
Yo, I remember me and my brother, bro. He loves Leon, and I can't stand Leon. Yo, I don't like what Leon did to the series, man.
He's
So
the
I
best
was always
protagonist.
pissed off with Leon, and I'm a Chris dude. So in Resident Evil 6, when they fought, it was like the biggest deal. Like,
Oh
yo,
yeah,
we were
yeah.
both like, I was like, bro, Chris won. He was like, nah, Leon won. I'm like,
Hey,
no.
hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, Cowboy. Look, now I do hate what Leon did with Resident Evil 4. Jill's my favorite by far.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
Leon's my number 2. So I ain't gonna lie, when they was fighting,
Okay.
I was rooting for Leon.
Hold
I was
on,
like,
wait,
Leon,
wait.
kick his
Hold
ass.
up. Hold up. I gotta ask you a question. Did you like Leon from 2 or 4?
I like Leon from 2.
All right, we good then. We
No,
good
yeah,
then.
no, yeah. Trust
We
me.
good then.
4. Listen, I tell people this all the time. Leon is my second favorite Resident
Right.
Evil character or whatever. But yo, 4, I just it was a it shouldn't have been a mainline game. It should have been like kind of like a spin-off type game, like,
Like
oh,
the
this is
ones
what
that came out for the
Revelations.
Nintendo. Yeah,
hmm
yes,
Yeah,
yes, the
like
two on the boat.
Revelations. Yep.
Yeah, the two
That's
on the
what it
boat.
should have been.
Yep.
It shouldn't have been a mainline game because that's
Yeah.
literally just a rescue the president's daughter
Yep.
like mission. That's it.
And on top of that, the fact that they got rid of the G virus and T virus and went with the Los Plagos like disease, it was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
This ain't like, what is this? This ain't this ain't Resident Evil.
This ain't Resident Evil, bro. Like,
hey, hold on, West Screen in the background nowhere, like. Yeah.
Yo, you got the zombies pulling out Uzis and shit, just shooting.
Yeah.
Like, bro, no, man.
Hey,
man. Only person who can have a gun is Nemesis because
It's
he's a
Nemesis.
tyrant. Because he's a
Thank you.
tyrant. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's, bro. But,
oh man, yeah.
but no, yo, we on the same page, man. See, that's look, we're a lot alike. We like we are a lot alike, bro.
Hey, bro, listen. When we was mortal enemies, I was like, I hate this dude. But wait, did he say he watched wrestling too? I'm like, I hate this dude, but hold on, he like movies too. I hate this dude, but like, you know, Resident Evil. I'm like, oh come on, yo.
Yo, man, that's how it be, man. That's how it be. And you know what? Like you said earlier, when people get to know somebody or whatever, they really see like, yo, all right, this person like really ain't that bad. But what people do, they go off of that. Like, it's like if you say something that they just don't agree with, right? They're like, oh yeah, I don't like him. No. Like never, yeah, I can't fuck with him. Like, no, don't like him or whatever. But good thing we're not like that. A good thing we're not like that, right?
Yeah, you know what's cool? I think we're really open minded. So even though the way we started off was bad, but we were open-minded enough to hear what's like, you know, when two people are arguing and the person in their head, they're not listening to anything they're saying. They just want to rebuttal. We're more the people that will listen to hear somebody out because you might just change my mind.
Yeah, right.
You know? And so I'm listening, like I got my mind made up, but I want to listen to what you're saying because I want to at least hear you rebuttal what I'm saying and I can rebuttal back. But I got an open mind. I'm like, yo, you know what? He's right. Or I agree. Or damn, I can't believe I agree with him. What?
Right.
You know? Like I don't want to agree with him, but okay, he made sense. So yeah, it's one of those things.
But no, man. Look, hey, enjoy wrestling, man. Y'all guys, y'all have a good night, man. This was cool as shit. This was cool as shit. And yeah, fuck the console wars, man. Fuck the console wars, and fuck Phil Spencer. I'm out.
How you gonna go into that?
He spent over here saving Xbox. He's like, screw him.
Right? Yeah, that's funny though. Yeah, guys, got any last things you want to say? Sorry that we went on the Resident Evil tangent at the end, man. I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good.
You're good. Everybody take care, and I'll catch y'all later.
All right, make it later, man. What about you, Sarah Blow? Sarah Blow, what's coming up, man? What do you got going on? Tell us about the podcast and everything, man.
Oh, sure. Well, Wednesday we're coming back. We haven't done any episodes yet, so we're coming back this Wednesday. And actually, I believe it's this Thursday. Actually, I will be with Purple Haze, so you can check me out there.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So you're gonna all right. I gotta check that out.
So yeah. All right. Let me know. Are you gonna watch wrestling from the beginning, or you just
No. Definitely gotta watch it from the beginning. Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Yeah, I do the same sometimes.
Yeah, so it's cool. I watch it from the beginning, and then the cool thing is the thing I watch it on has no commercial, so I'll be able to catch up kind of fast. So
okay, kind of what I have something where I watch AEW and it has no commercial on it, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know, allegedly, yes, we got things we watch, you know, it on.
No, actually, mine is actually AEW Plus, so I actually pay for it. Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing like that. Okay.
Yeah, but I do have to use a VPN though because they don't have it in the US.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all
wait,
right,
we still live or?
Oh yeah, I'm still live.
All right. Well, take care and enjoy wrestling. And it's nice, being back here with you, hanging out. We gotta bring you back someday. What happened is you got the Wednesday
and I definitely will plan for it. You know, I do my Wednesday wrestlings, but as long as you let me know ahead of time, I'll get to tell the guys we'll deal with a different day. You know, so
okay.
I had a lot of fun on the show, and I would love to come back, man.
All right, we definitely we have to plan a part 2 on the
Yeah,
video clip.
definitely, man. Definitely. Listen, that was amazing. And people, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, and I got to give you so much credit, Sour Blow had me on as a guest, and he had actually had me record certain stuff, and he made a whole little video, me versus Crazy, and it was so cool, man.
Did
So
you see the last one I made with Crazy
yeah,
with
yeah,
Alan
yeah,
Wake?
yeah. That was
Yeah, it's fun. I like doing those stuff like that.
yeah, man. That was really cool. Gotta say it. Well, all right,
All right,
Sour
man.
Blow, thanks for coming on, man. You take care, and Wednesday you will be back on 7 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yes, on the XBI podcast channel.
There you go. Well, guys, I put the link in the chat, so make sure you guys check out all of these guys that was on that have channels. Definitely great content creators, and I definitely give them all the thumbs up, and you'll like their content. I'm sure of it.
All right, take care.
All right, later. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, just so you know, there is a Discord to the channel. The link is in all of my videos. You don't have to do anything crazy to get in Discord. Just jump in, make yourself at home. We talk about everything all day and night. The Discord like never sleeps. Somebody is always up writing in the Discord. So feel free to jump in, start a chat, join into chat. So that's one of the cool things as well. But guys, I'm really, really excited for tomorrow. So check this out. Tomorrow, I have the honor and pleasure to interview none other than my guy. So let me pull this up, make it bigger. Energy Crisis, aka Jeremy Lacuna. And so it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna interview him. You're gonna learn all about him. He used to be a wrestler, and he's just a really cool dude. We've been friends for, I guess, the better half of last year. And he's been coming to We Wrestle Wednesdays every Wednesday, and we've been just having a ball. So I can't wait for tomorrow. Really, really good dude. I got to talk to him over the weekend, and it was cool. His wife was in the background. My wife was in the background, and I can't wait to meet him in person when I move to Florida later on this year. And I love meeting people with good energy. And you know me, man. This channel is like it's my fun time, it's my social time. And so when I get to meet good people, I'm just ecstatic. Also want to give a shout out to Rain for jumping on earlier. We just really started meeting today, and this was cool. He jumped on, sounds like a cool guy. He found out about the channel from my guy Jeremy, and I'm just happy to meet good people. I mean, that's all I really could say, man. It's just, guys, I'm really social. I used to always go out to the clubs and hang, and now I just pretty much I don't go out as much. So my social time is turning on the camera, laughing, joking with you guys. But I don't want it to be all about me. I want it to be about us. So I always welcome you guys to join. I welcome you guys to add stories. I welcome you guys, like maybe you don't want to have your own channel, but maybe you have a lot to say. But just come do it on here if you want. And if you do got your own channel, let me know. I want to push it out there. I want to come to your channel, watch your content, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well. So I'm just thankful that you guys even spend a second of your time on this channel. So it's good stuff. But with that being said, hold on, let me see what Rain said. This was fun. Definitely, Rain, you have an open invitation, brother. Come on whenever, man. Have fun, laugh and joke. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to a lot more fun with everybody. And I love to meet people in person. You should check out all the videos. And the community, no one has met more content creators in person than me. And so it's been cool. I met TK9, I met Doc Dark, I met Maker Chaos, I met Chariot Man Gaming, that's in there right now. I met Purple Haze, I met Holds. Yeah, it's been really cool, man. I've met a bunch of people. I will drive out somewhere far just to meet people in person. Again, like I said, I love good energy. So good stuff. Get it? Energy? Ha, ha, ha. I'm ready for the energy. We'll definitely, it's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. And look, man, if you got a channel, let me know. Also, if you ever want to be on and do an interview, let me know and just jump on just to chat. You know, good stuff. I've interviewed so many people in the past. I took a break from it for a while, and somebody mentioned, why don't you interview Energy? It sounded like that'd be cool. And I was like, dude, that would be cool. And he was up for it. And we instantly, booked it. So it's gonna be cool. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and go watch some wrestling. I typically like to do a 2-hour show, but I always say, man, because there's people who watch it back, and I feel bad if it's too long. But there was so much good conversations that I never felt like I wanted to end the stream. So I let it go. I used to do like 5-hour streams, but I'm cut it down. And so now, I listen, it's my social time. So if we just keep talking and I'm engaged and everybody's engaged, why end the show? But with that being said, guys, I'm the Cowboy Game Entertainment. It was a lot of fun. You guys are epic. Mwah, 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 mwah. I had a lot of fun. And this was definitely epic for one reason and one reason only. And that's simply because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. And guys, there's one last thing I got to say. Now that you guys know that, and now your mama knows. Let's go.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.